now how things are going to be looking like. But yeah, of course, in the forward, we're probably going to be taking a look at the overview schedule as well, just for you guys to get your eyes on what exactly we are currently on. So currently, as I mentioned, we are on Nepal Qualifiers, and after this, we're going to be having the wild cards lined up. So any of these teams over here, if they do lose out on one of this, they're instantly going to move up the wild card. And this is exactly what I was saying.
Hello, boys and girls.
Qualifier, and after that, there's going to be like 1 day break, and then on 10th Feb, we're going to be on wild card. Exactly. I think we're going to be making sure for both of these teams that strong note on this.
It's Gaj. Kicha. Hello. What's up?
Around the corner, the losing team from this finals will go over to that wild card qualifier. The final team in that wild card qualifier trying to vie for 1 or 2 spots. Yeah. I think at that point, for both of these teams, if they can get a slot directly into the grand final playoffs from here, it gives them that extra bit of time to really weigh how the wildcard teams are playing, get their meta as well as their strat sorted in advance, give them that bit of a advantage. Talk about teams to get an advantage, man. I mean, any of these teams who lose up here, it's not going to be an easy journey in the wildcard. It's going to be pretty much with a lot of like a roller coaster of emotion. It's going to be full of twists and turns. So yeah,
के को audio लो छ मेरो माइक को कि गीत को कि त यिनहरुले बोलेको इफ यिनहरुले बोलेको कम लागिरा छ भने मैले कमै राखे अहिले गेम सुरु भएपछि बढाउँछु
APAC Challengers playoffs, so that's going to be an interesting thing. As we do know, there's a lot of things online, and one of them is those 2 slots, and which teams? Pretty much all the teams are eyeing out for those 2 slots, so it's going to be an interesting run over here. Nepal Bhutan Qualifiers definitely is one of those kind of region that has surprised me even last year, because they have some nice talent, but again, last time we saw it, the problem was a little bit of team synergy. If we compare
Shim delay छैन guys मेरो आवाज नि कम आइराछ हो र साउन्ड बढाऊ गाइज आफ्नो हेर तिमीहरुकै कम छ होला गेम अब सुरु हुन्छ मेरो त ठीक छ जस्तो लाग्यो आवाज सर्क्या खोकिला छ के छ त हाल खबर बोइज एन्ड गर्ल्स excited. How excited are you guys to see our Nepali boys play in these qualifiers? कोले जित्छ जस्तो लाग्छ यसो पोलमा भोट गरौँ अनि आज लाइक हान्न छ नबिर्सौँ 2000 भ्युज आउँछ भने 500 लाइक चाहिँ जानै पर्यो 1000 भ्यू आयो भने 500 लाइक चाहिँ जानै पर्यो जो आउँदै हुनुहुन्छ स्ट्रिममा लाइक चाहिँ ठोकेर जानु पर्यो है त ल सबै डिसाइड भइसक्यो अब नेपालको बाइक छ अनि वाइल्ड कार्डहरु बाँकी छ टिम टु लुक आउट फर would be this time would be Union Gaming, a new team that has come into this. Enigma त थाहा नै छ कस्तो छ एक्सप्लोइट पनि हामीले देखेकै छौं एक्चुअली पनि राम्रो भएको छ जस्तो लाग्छ बट उनीहरुको फाइनल्स हेर्दा त्यस्तो कन्भिन्स त भएन म भेलोसिटी चाहिँ देखिहाले हिजो हामीले अब पारी हाम्रो नेफली बोइजहरुको हेरौं समथिङ न्यू वी क्यान सी होपफुली इफ के नयाँ देख्न पाएन भने के मजा भयो खुम्बु आज जित्यो भने हैन मेन इभेन्ट त बाँकी नै छ नि प्लेअफ्स क्वालिफायर मात्रै अहिले गाइस ठीक अब गेम सुरु हुनु पर्ने हो कि बत्ती गयो कसैको या बत्ती गइदिन्छ गाज यस्तै बेला जे नि हुन सक्छ ए अन्सले पनि वाच पार्टी गरेर आइस त ल मजा आएन नि ल अनि मजा त किन नआउनु ठिक छ पब्जी पिपलहरुलाई नि तान्नुपर्छ हेलो सबैजनालाई स्वागत आज त रेकर्ड ब्रेक हान्नुपर्छ गाइस 100 लाख जाओस् 2 मिनेट भित्र गेम सुरु हुनु बित्तिकै ड्याम कि ड्याम लाइक हान्नु पर्यो यस्तो भाइरल हो सबैले कोही नेपालीले पनि युट्युब खोल्ने बित्तिकै हाम्रो स्ट्रिम आओस् VCC चलिरहेछ नेपाली केटाहरू खेलिरहेछ भ्यालोरेन्ट खेलिरहेछ देख्न पाओस् त्यसरी लाइक जाओस् भाइरल भइदियो सबैको एक्सप्लोर फिडमा आओस् त्यही भएर लाइक हान्न एकदम जरुरत छ गाइस पछि अनलाइक गरिदियो मलाई केही छैन तर अहिले चाहिँ हान्दियो लाइभ भएको बेलासम्म वाइल्ड कार्डमा 2टा टिम जान्छ यस जित्ने र फाइनलिस्ट ब्रिज ब्यान आई नो वाइ स्प्लिट ब्यान स्प्लिट खेल्दैन यिनीहरूले बाइन्ड एज युजुअल नथिङ्स चेन्ज देयर ह्याभ एन इन्ट्रेस्टिङ इन्ट्रेस्टिङ 3-1 हुन्छ होला यो 3-1 तर कसको लेट्स सी ओ काइडेको फलोमै गदाफी हुनुपर्छ ठिक कुरा मन पर्यो मलाई Will I be back in pro scene? Never know. ठ्याक्क स्ट्रिम अब म्याच सुरु भएपछि म अनम्युट गर्छु गाइस हु ब्यान स्प्लिट मारुति पिक यो टुर्नी जित्ने चाहिँ कुन टुर्नी खेल्छ VCC मेन इभेन्ट छ यो चाहिँ नेपालको क्वालिफायर मात्रै हो सो नेपाल रिप्रेजेन्टेटिभ आज थाहा पाउँछ को हुन्छ सो ल सुरु भयो लेट्स यिनीहरूले गीत बजाउँछ कपिराइट हाने छ क्या मलाई हिजोदेखि त्यही भएर नसुनिरह होइन गेमै सुरु होस् मेरै कुरा सुन सेकेन्ड हुने वाइल्ड कार्डमा होइन यस वाइल्ड कार्ड क्वालिफायर पनि हुन्छ सो त्यहाँ गएर पनि भिड्न पाउँछ सो देयर इज वान मोर चान्स फर द रनर अप अफ इच क्वालिफायर्स आई थिङ्क कतिवटा छवटा टिम हुन्छ वाइल्ड कार्डमा अनि त्यो 6वटा मध्ये 2टा क्वालिफाई हुन्छ VCC मेन इभेन्टको लागि सपोर्टिङ मारुति बिकज खुम्बु इज नट 100% नेपाली टिम रे त्यस्तो होइन गाइज सब नेपाली टिम हो 2टै नेपाली टिम हो सब घरबाटै खेलिरहेको रहेछ क्लस्टर इज नट प्लेइङ स्ट्रिम हेर्नु भएन त्यसरी ब्यान हान्ला ए काजी क्लोभरको नाममा खेलिरहेछ त Konda, Jisa, I'm seeing these other guys for the first time. Kazi त चिन्छु मैले अरूहरूलाई चाहिँ मैले भेटा पनि छैन देखा पनि छैन ठिक नाइस टु सी ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स वाइल्ड कार्डमा छन् VCC मेन इभेन्ट जित्यो भने एसिया APAC qualifiers हुन्छ त्यसको लागि हुन्छ okay let's go
oh man indeed those are something that I really do want to see on the other hand Maruti Peak we talked about this team coming in we don't really have a lot of info to rely on about Maruti Peak but what we can say is that they 2-0'd their opponent in the semifinals
115 पिङमा खेलाइरहेछ त
so those are one of those teams
किन मालदिभ्सबाट यस्तो आयो हुन्छ मुम्बईमा
coming out from these sides and you can clearly see they haven't really bought a lot of utilities CA 2 players going
lineup
and the rest players
what is this lineup
utility not really prefer that much
yeah even in terms of
Raze Sova Sky Astra
considering the fact that they've got that single duelist combo with the Sage good for burst but with no flash
that chamber छ काजी खेल रहा हैन chamber की को खेल रहा
in that regard they need to make sure that they're completely synchronized and not giving unnecessary space now. Immediately talking about that burst, right? They go for that B side, they wall off elbow, looking for the
side the free में दीजिए.
From the side of Khumbu, you can see the plant
on the plant denial. Thin already finds one on the shock darts, and you know what? I had 2 check boxes. Game sense and 9 out, well, he's already checked shock out.
Oh man. Indeed.
Why are you forcing plant?
There you go. Oh my god.
Yes.
Follow it up with another one. So that's pretty much huge. Clover and Ball trying to get
Prime Classic.
Hold it on, but that's not going to be the case. Instead, he gets shut down. Slumber in the back is the man who puts him down. And now Pugo, the only man left alive in Hookah. He will be smoked off as well. Not a lot of sight line to work with indeed. And he also needs to go ahead and retrieve the spike in his hand. So another level of difficulty
1v4
being
though.
added here over here. He has the rendezvous available, but again, it's not really going to be that useful in a 1-on-2 situation, especially in a pistol round. So I'm not really expecting
Rendezvous.
any like insane clutches coming out unless
Nah,
he's just
no.
able to land all the bullets with the classic. Just looking around, doesn't really find the enemy. And gets shut down.
I am not sure about that rendezvous right there. I think he's trying to set that up so you could take a peek and leave immediately, but it just inadvertently told them exactly where
Sound ठिक छ होला guys आफ्नो साउन्डहरु यसो हेर एडजस्ट गर I think sound ठिकै छ मेरोमा त लाउड आइराछ
Khumbu off to a great start in this map, Necro. And
ए आस्ते
picking up
बिसी भयो
exactly
यसो
where
हेर
he
यसो
left off, one of the star players for the side of Khumbu
115
Esports
ping.
in the first place, but oh no. Oh no, no, no. I see Asite has disconnected. No technical breaks, please.
एपेकमा इन्डोनेसिया फिलिपिन्स ताइवानहरुलाई
There we go.
each
Technical
3
break on the
seeds
board already. Asite is the man.
I don't
Disconnected,
think
I
so
don't know how long this technical
त्यसरी
breaks can
single
last
single slot
for,
हो
but yeah,
जस्तो
people in
लागेन
chat, if
मलाई
you guys are wondering why are we so sad about technical breaks,
किनकि
we've had some
यसपालि
insane
ओसेनियाको पनि
memories in the
आउँछ
past. We've had a lot of trauma,
अस्ट्रेलियाहरुको पनि आउँछ
and we
टिम
do not want to go through that trauma again. So technical breaks
I'm
is
not
one of
so
those things
sure
that
तर
pretty much traumatized me and Sia at the same
त्यो
time.
ब्र्याकेट चाहिँ आएको
Come
छैन
back,
जस्तो लाग्यो अहिले
Asite. Come on. Please
टेक्निकल
come back
ब्रेक
real quick.
नेफोली हो नि
If this technical break goes on for a while, we might have to
अनि के छ त गाइज स्ट्रिममा लाइक हान्यो कि नै म फेरि भन्छु स्ट्रिममा आज 500 लाइक जाओस् नेपाली esports को लागि यति लाइक आओस् कि स्ट्रिमको मलाई भन्नै आएन जो नेपालीले पनि युट्युब खोल्ने बित्तिकै हाम्रो स्ट्रिम आओस् त्यसको लागि यु गाइज ह्याभ टु हिट द लाइक बटन त्यो भिडियो नै यस्तो एन्गेजमेन्ट फुल हुनु पर्यो कि जसले पनि युट्युब खोल्दा लाइभ स्ट्रिम चलिरहेछ नेपालको म्याच चलिरहेछ भनेर थाहा पाउनु पर्यो त्यही हिसाबले स्ट्रिममा लाइक ठोक्नुहोस् है त कति लाइक पुग्यो
That's where even on the attack, it's really going to come down to Slumber to make that pick work.
कति लाइक्स पुग्यो 120 नाइस 500 पुग्छ आई नो लेट्स गेट इट
Viper has her throws, like
के
especially
नेपालले लग्ला यसपालि
the semi-finals between GE and
Let's go.
Khalti in that final round where
आज धेरै चाँडो गरे कि 3 बजे नगर्नु पर्ने 5 बजेतिर गरे भए ठिक्क हुन्थ्यो
fast and
त ठिकै छ
streams as well. So that Viper does remove a bit of those cons, but he doesn't necessarily add reliability in terms of information denial.
Hello Corey, I'm good. How are you? Welcome.
Oh, man, yeah.
सबैजनालाई स्वागतम
Controllers, so yeah, her job sometimes can be the
Asite has disconnected. He had a very high ping, so I think he's trying to get it fixed.
So, do you want to see what again they've got in the back is we've not really seen any of the Vipers being picked up over here in the Nepal region, so that's definitely one of those interesting things.
As a proposed day, को कोले propose गर्यो त
Even I'm pointing out right now, but on the other hand, you can see Astra's being picked. I mean, again, it's a really good thing that Astra's over here being played, but we saw in India.
सानो chat नपढ्ने
Pretty much in, I think so.
मैले पढिसकेँ मनमा
Like Viper was a must pick and bind.
Yeah, and that's where I feel like I actually like.
It's a random दाजु ठिक ठिक गर्नुपर्छ
I don't think it's a must pick.
हुन त every day is
Yes, Viper
proposed day
still,
हैन
I would say an 8
But newly-
not anymore.
new couples-हरुलाई special हुन्छ
Can be exchanged for picks like the chamber.
Reach diamond two, nice.
For that matter, the Sage once in a while, and I think it does give teams a lot more room to maneuver.
केही छैन guys,
around
सबको
what
time
is
आउँछ
their comfort. Now, Slumber himself
हेर्न
is
नि मन
someone
छ
that
क्लास
we've
पनि छ
seen play
ओ
on
स्याज
that
भयो केही छैन
previously on Damru as well.
पछि
So I
हेर्दा
do
नि भयो
understand him picking up that cipher, but as you said, it's been a top tier pick for so long that we see teams naturally defaulting.
हो गर्देऊ गाइज मनमा जे छ भन्देऊ
To make sure that they
आजै यो प्रपोज डे क्लिशे बन्देऊ
issue in
हान्देऊ
terms of the lack of
प्रपोज
the Viper, in terms of that information denial, or even in terms of the attack where they need to try and burst onto side with just one
सबको
bullet.
क्लासहरुमा
The
त्यही भएर
Viper
टाइमिङ
gets
अलि
much
एकदम
easier
मन
to
परेन कि
respect
3
how
बजे
they
लास्ट टाइम पनि यस्तै टाइममा गराएको थियो हाम्रो मात्रै
Man,
आई डोन्ट नो
Viper can
व्हाई
definitely cut off quite a
Do
lot
they
of
think
angles,
we live
especially
two-
with the wall itself.
2 hours
It's
behind
pretty
the
useful.
whole
And
of
I
South
honestly
Asia
feel like on the map of Bind is like their sights are pretty huge. For example, the A side.
5 मिनेट मात्रै दिन्छ टेक
There's so
पज
many angles that you need to cut off, and this is
आया,
where
आया,
double
120
controller as well
ping.
can be useful.
120
But
पिङ मै
again, as
खेल्ने
you
हो त
said, you do like this
बरु
competition.
सिङ्गापुर
I
खेल्यो भने
understand
थियो तर मानेन
Astra is
होला
kinda
कोही
like a thing that is really good. You can also
अस्ति
use
मलाई सोधेको थियो
concussions, you can use
पिङहरुको
the,
कुरा
you know,
मैले
smokes,
मुम्बई नै
grab
खेलाउ
your
भनेको
wells as
थिएँ
well. There's just so many utilities that Astra can provide on the board. So I do want to see again, how are they going to be utilizing the Astra in general? Moonlight over here is able to cross over all the way close to the bathroom. Nice flash out. It's going to be getting a decent amount of information. Instantly backs out from that position. Does realize maybe there's a possible push coming through. He's gonna let them flood into the bathroom. Nothing really critical just happening yet.
Maruti पिक पनि
Khumbu
एक्स्ट्रा
Esports
खेल्न
taking
थालेछ
their sweet little time
खुसी
to realize,
लाग्यो
or at
न त
least
जहिले
read
ओमेन खेलेर हुन्थ्यो
what Maruti
एक्स्ट्रै
Peak is
कोही
trying to do
खेल्दैन थियो
here.
यिनीहरूमा
They're already an aggressive push down B short. They've got one pick on thin. They're
Pop
going to just
flash.
back up now, knowing that they can
Pop
play on
flash
their
छ कोही
numbers
यिनीहरू
advantage. But
यो
the
त
first
फ्ल्यासै
one on the
छैन यार
side
कोही
of
गाह्रो छ
Maruti coming in from Showers. Levi catches them
ल
off
इजी
guard,
यार
shuts them down, and Moonlight will follow
फ्ल्यास
up as
छैन
well.
यार
That's an easy
इनिसिएटरै
2-0
छैन
for Khumbu Esports. But hey,
कसरी खेल्ने
that was just an
इनिसिएटर
eco
बिना
from Maruti Peak, so their true test gonna come in that next round.
Yeah, indeed.
Hey Suburb Dazu, hello. How's Germany?
Got lined up. Unfortunately, I do understand this is kind of just like an eco round. So
मलाई कसैले हैरान गराएन
it's the second round on the board for Khumbu Esports.
दुईटै टिम नेपाली हो गाइस दुईटै टिम नेपाली हो
In
भुटानको
this
टिम
bonus
थिएन
round, if they're still able to win, I don't know, man, what to expect from Maruti Peak.
Yeah, exactly. I think the bonus is going to be crucial.
क्वालिटी
You
कस्तो
can see Moonlight
भ्यालेन्टको
himself
क्वालिटी सब हाई
opting for
गर्यो भने
that
एकदम
active
नराम्रो
already,
देख्छ यार
going for the upgrade. He's playing quite
ए
aggressively.
इनिसिएटर त छ सोभा रहेछ
Break
त
the drone so he can break-
त फ्ल्यास
wait
छैन है
for
कोही
City, the smoke
ल
comes
चेकै
in
गरेन
time.
यार
Drone turn around. No, it won't. City's position is unknown, Necro, and this is crucial. As
तर
they're
आप
gonna
पुशै
back
गरेन
up, though they are. And City not going to get much value, though. That was close, too close for comfort. That drone not turning around for a second. I thought that might be disaster. Look at
Oh,
this,
yeah.
City on the push.
Oh, he's already done some angle. There you go, catches a man off guard, using that Spectre perfectly in the close range. That's when it's in the prime positioning over here now. Slumber trying to gather as much as info as possible. I don't exactly know what Clover was doing in that space, but still, at least his teammates able to trade it out. And now it's pretty much trades happening back and forth, and
Easy
Khumbu
bonus.
Esports still having a man advantage to work with. And this is quite huge.
I don't think there was any team from
Moonlight on
Bhutan.
49 HP. Just gonna hold some passive angles. He's gonna let them
Asite
get their
is from
space.
Maldives.
He's gonna give them their space. But the two players are. It seems like they're being pretty indecisive at this point. They don't exactly know where to go.
मालदिभ्सबाट पिङ अलि
Just
हाई
trying
नै
to
आउँछ
move around here
मुम्बईमा
and there.
30 seconds left.
Finally, Chamber. Pugo's the man is trying to move around. I like Pugo's crosshair placement. It's pretty good. But still, Moonlight being
Spotted.
spotted. Moonlight needs to play this position as safe as possible. 49 HP in the hand, but still,
गुड रिपोजिसन
the
यार
flash out also gives a lot of information away. On the other hand, the Astro's down quite low as well. So Pugo is the man
10 seconds left.
who has to clutch this out. 10 seconds left in the clock. The spike gets down.
कुमुमा मेरो सब जिटिएको
There we
भएर
go.
रहेछ
Spike planted now.
पहिला जिटिए रोल प्ले खेल्थे यिनीहरू
I like how they're going for the
Yo,
heal
Moon-
as well.
Moon
There's the
Bai,
man who's pretty much a
Tin.
star player over here for Khumbu Esports.
अनि नोटो नि खेल्दै गयो अरे
They might be in a false sense of
enemy
security.
There we go,
But
not
what a
anymore.
random shot from Moonlight. Silence is silence, just like that. Pugo is definitely
Oh!
Remaining.
They'll find
Oh boy,
the
nice
flag,
try,
but
यार
The trade is there for Levi.
नाइस
Khumbu
ट्राई थियो
Esports with the bonus round win here. They won't care about dropping 4 weapons because Levi should easily be able to pick up the Phantom from Moonlight and they should be able to continue on into their full buy the next
That's-
round. Whereas on the other hand, Maruti Peak, it's all disaster and it feels like timing such a big factor even in that push from a city, right? Like if that
Enjoy the match, guys.
seconds
Bring your
later,
snacks and
when
stuff,
the chamber
'cause
trap
this
reveals a City
is
and
going to
maybe
be
it goes
quite a treat to
differently, but
watch.
timing playing such a big factor. A City not only able to shut him down, but also get rid of the trap. Always kept that fear alive in Maruti Peak's head.
Guys, stream like
Talk
गर्न
about
चाहिँ
fear,
नबिर्सु
man.
है
Already
प्लिज
3
पिन
rounds on the
कमेन्ट
board.
हेर्नुहोस्
This in
Nepal
itself
Qualifier
has to be
likes
fear.
it,
And
talking
then
about
add
it.
on a little bit more fear is that they
We need
also
more
won
and
the
more
bonus
people
round. That is,
tuning in.
Imagine the economy, CA.
People need
It's
to
just
know.
flowing out their pockets right now. They
Nepal
have a
Esports
ton of money.
has
And now
potential.
they're probably looking to convert it into a victory on this first map. 3 rounds on the board, back-to-back. Khumbu Esports, they seem like they're on pretty much a killing spree. They're dominating this whole thing.
That is a bind.
And I do understand Aside, he has been given kind of like the comfort role of playing the duelist, but still, I want to see fit on Jet, man, because we saw him make some
म
insane plays
नखेल्ने
in the past.
म
and I
हेर्ने
wanna see
मात्रै
that. I
अब
wanna
म
see some
जनता
glimpses of that
भइसक्यो
again.
तिमीहरू जस्तै
Because this man's capable of quite a lot of things. We just saw that in the pistol round as well.
Oh, nice shot.
Showing it in on his over as well. Levi, he's gonna find one slumber, even though he's isolated.
One
Pick up
enemy
one
remaining.
before he dies. and
Ali,
the trade
sound
is
delay
there to
hogi
make
ki
sure
ho?
it's an advantage for Khumbu. Just the eco from Maruti Peak, but you're starting to see glimpses of the issue with their composition with regards to the fact that they're playing that no flash single duelist composition. So if they try to burst, there's so much utility on Khumbu's have that prevents them from being able to easily get the site. And if they don't try to burst, well, what can they do?
30
Talk about
seconds
burst,
left.
man. This is the problem for Maruti Peak, they're just not able to utilize the smokes on the Astra. They're not able to get the proper executions on the board. And Konda as well is not able to do
Team
anything on the board
Ace!
just yet. So Khumbu Esports, they're just punishing them over and over
Stream ko
again.
delay र audio mess up होला
And somewhere down line now, Maruti
Utaiबाट
will
issue
have
छ
to
जस्तो लाग्छ
start utilizing the strategies, man. If they don't, they're
अलि
just
sound
gonna
ढिलो आइरहेछ
get
जस्तो लाग्यो
absolutely rolled on.
I think so.
Even
Let me
that
check
Maruti
YouTube मा
Maruti
हेर्दा
Peak God doesn't really help them as much because you can see
म
the
Twitch मा
economy.
हेरिरहेको छु न त Twitch मा अलि fast हुन्छ भनेर
Online now, Maruti Peak will have to start utilizing the strategies, man. If they
delay
don't,
नै
they're
छ
just gonna get absolutely rolled on.
डिले नै छ
Continuously
यो
shut down the
उताइको
push,
प्रब्लम
he's
हो
doing that again and again. Now, more the force has
It's
been
not
buffed
Win's
for
problem.
Khumbu. This is something we've seen in the past being quite influential.
Oh my God, no.
Nice. Oh, the ulti coming at the right time, Ed.
Make up for one and find a second as
Oh
well.
my
He
God.
truly is the hunter.
Yeah, he is the hunter right there, man. Look at the shock dart, too, dealing a little bit of cheap chip damage onto Silent. Nice lineups coming through from his side. But the tour de force out from Fugo.
Fugo.
And now the recon dart as well, scanning the man out. Finn himself is just making some insane plays happen.
Oh,
He's
the
not Finn anymore, he's
flash,
the fifth
man.
man in the squad. And talk about Fugo is able to connect that crucial shot. That's all he needed. Rendezvous out as well to give him a little bit of safe teleport outside some tricky spots, and that's what exactly happens. Fugo doesn't know exactly if he's getting flanked by someone or not, but still trying to be extra cautious with what he's
Kasa
doing.
F.
It's a 1-on-3 situation, and talk about the execution. Maruti Peak, no matter what they're trying, it's just not working. But again, what they're trying is just not enough.
And Twitch or YouTube को delay
Got
धेरै
three
नै छ
bullets,
guys.
And he's got 3 opponents.
30 seconds left.
One in each person's head, and he might just be able to clutch this out, but it's easier said than done. Look
I
at the
know
setup
speed
there,
बढाएर त्यो हुन्छ
continuously
but delay
trying to play on the
YouTube मा
point
बढी नै
that
हुन्छ के
Moonlight's guiding light gives him the
Twitch को
information. He's
comparison
coming
मा.
in from a short. The Jiggles will make sure he gets at least one down, but time is running
I'll
out.
try it
He
and
needs
test
to
it.
move in, and as soon as he tries,
13-0 हान्छ क्या हो
puts him to sleep, and Khumbu Esports are running with them. We talked about them.
यिनीहरू कसरी कम्युनिकेट गरेछ अङ्ग्रेजीमा
That not only are they the
Mixed.
best team in Nepal as continued from last year, they're also a team that needs to be taken seriously going into the grand final playoffs. And if this is the way they're going to
औडा हुन्छ यार तर
dominate, well, I can't help but wonder
Mixed
if
with that.
teams don't take them seriously, what they're going to do to those teams.
Man, I mean, over here, man, I mean, I do understand there's a lot of things to be talked about, but this is pretty simple here, CM. Maruti Peak, they're just not able to execute
But I
the
pick
sites.
like
I
Maruti
haven't
Peak
seen a
बनाएको
proper
छ
execution even once yet. Like, they're just not able to do what they need to do. It's like,
खाएन
they just don't know what to do in this situation. They're completely lost.
Utility in that, like you see the
Yeah.
gravity well and the nature of combo. Even if they try to burst A shot, they get shut down. If they try to burst B, the Cypher is there with deep traps that prevent them from taking the entire site. But the aim is still there. To find one
मुझे
on the
सब
head.
दिख रहा है
Maruti
ला
continuously being shut down. Perfect utilization of that trap fire with the wall bang. Slumber gets one, and oh boy, I think we might be in for a quick day if we keep going like this.
ल सबसे भन्दै
Oh my
छ
god, Levi. What's going on? They're just getting stacked up on the site. The site looks like a graveyard now. It's not anymore a deserty site. And there we go. Levi's able to stop it finally. And Khumbu Esports, another round on the board. 6-0 is the scoreline, and it seems like a complete steamroll from the side of Khumbu Esports. They are looking unstoppable. And look at
नेपाली
the
सिक्दैछ
smiles as
भाइ
well on the
फर्को
face of
थुक
Slumber. We saw this man last time, and he was playing the same role as Cypher.
Just perfectly done. Knows exactly where to expect.
Okay.
Grabs from the side of Khumbu. It really enables them to play heavy retake in the sense that they can once again.
He was
play
so
on that
good, not
push
in
button
had to nerf him
denial,
by playing in
like the
Mumbai
blank
server.
denial that we saw in the first round.
Oh,
when
must
he has his
retire.
lineups, which is why the Cypher is
6-0
so
अब
playing the same side.
उनीहरू डिफेन्स मा
Usually,
छैन
that's a
आई डोन्ट नो
problem because
वाइ
when you're playing
यिनीहरूकै
solo
म्याप
initiate,
पिक
you
अनि
don't
यिनीहरू नै
want your
डिफेन्स हो
primary info agents on the
मारुति
same
पिकले
side.
एट्याक
But
किन
since
लिएको
Moonlight is functioning as this
डिफेन्स
pseudo
म्यापमा
duelist, almost as battle sky, they get a lot of information from that end now. Okay, Thin, maybe a bit
Doubtful.
faster,
I mean,
still the arrow,
questionable
that's okay, he
decision.
still got the alt orbit.
and that might cost them a lot of
I'm
rounds
still
in
curious
this
about
half
the arrow though. Like, where
maybe
was that
even 12
from?
rounds
I think so. It was more kind of like just,
त्यसपछि
just
चाहिँ
like
it's
F it, dude.
mentally नै
Like,
recover
hey,
गर्न
if you
सक्दैन
need to get recall on you, I'm just gonna smack you anyways.
Yeah, it's like I'll try to get a recon kill, dude. Imagine.
Oh,
But
you know
yeah.
what would be cool though? If he managed to land the recon on one of their bodies. This happened to me a couple of times, and it always
Yeah, it has happened to me as
pisses me
well.
off. But okay.
It's
That
like,
box
I'm trying
is-
to tell my
has been
teammates,
very
please
OP
shoot it off,
earlier.
but no one's shooting it. It's like, damn it, dude, just shoot it.
I mean, teammates
Already
not
the
used
sir,
to shooting
tinta,
at your
tinta.
teammates, you know. So when it gets stuck on your body, they're just confused, and their brain breaks. But talking about just that, Clover, you don't want to sit in that cubby, like just completely exposed. He's trying to stay safe, but he can't. And again, even though
What?
they find the first pick, they get caught out.
Combo आने था
Khanda with the first
Oh my
pick.
God, through the slump.
Should be traded.
There we go.
Little
30 seconds
bit
left.
from slumber, but recovers on time.
La.
Allows Asite to come in.
Oh my God.
Rose
Again, time is on the side. of
Rose
Esports.
out.
The Cosmic Divide is
Flash,
about to
flash.
come out. The Seeker's coming in, giving
That's
Khumbu
enough.
all the information in the world, and it doesn't seem like Maruti Peak have any options because now they're trying to go for the plan, but they're isolated.
What a
Oh,
weird
they're
position to be
isolated.
in.
2 men in sight
One
and get
enemy remaining.
So weird to be in
Scratch
that
that.
position, bro.
no one's left anymore. With the flash out, Jora's position given away.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, both the
He'll
players.
before they-
Yeah, there we go. Both of them pretty much lined up, but it doesn't matter. That's a beautiful
Alright,
double
alright.
beat coming out. And Esports,
Babal,
we're seeing
babal.
a lot of like beautiful.
कस्तो साइड हो नेपालको साइड हो
We're seeing some glimpses of like actual good team from their side.
Maruti
so I
Peak
love to
provides some
see it.
competition.
They
No
actually
idea,
are
man.
double peaking some angles. They're not really going for some.
I haven't
risky
seen
plays,
both
but
these teams play in a long while.
If you talk about room for
Both have
improvement,
new
there's room
roster,
for
and I haven't
improvement
seen them
for
play
both
at all.
these teams, but on Maruti Peak, they need to tweak themselves a little bit too much.
त्यो त आफ्नै केटाहरू जसले जित्यो हैन Best of 5 हो guys. This is a best of 5 grand finals, and the winner is going to represent Nepal in VCC main qualifiers, from which 2 teams will play in VCT APAC qualifiers. जसमा दुईटा कि एउटा टिम main event मा जान्छ, which will happen I don't know when and where. So it's a long way. But
talking about their defaults, look at Moonlight.
it's about the journey, not about the destination. Oh.
Relying on Asite to hold down U-Haul. Does give Maruti Peak some room, but
Oh.
D5 shuts down.
Oni Phantom, hey.
D5 is ready. The wall set up for the plant as well as
Oh,
D5,
timing.
But the single head spotted off Pugo and the headhunter becomes hunted himself.
Yep, just quite an unfortunate moment. Shock darts to follow it up, and now another one goes right on the side. Beautiful one to
Class
get
यस्तो
through.
हेल्प भइरहेछ
Moonlight's the man. Finds that. Won't be able to find the second one as well.
हो
Not
एक राउन्ड
actually
आउँछ क्या
scratched that. You best
7-1
believe
हुन्छ
not.
जस्तो
Another one to follow it through. Khumbu Esports finally
Unless-
seems like they're crumbling
okay,
down,
7-1
and
it
there
is.
you go. This is what I wanted to see from
DRS
ROG.
छैन।
Finally some hopes and dreams being shown from their side, and they're here to prove something. But let's find out. Again, they're just able to get one round, and after
नेपाली
that, I'm
PUBG
pretty
और
sure
कुनै
Khumbu
पनि
Esports,
छैन
they're
अब
gonna be quite
Valorant मा
jealous. So they're
सबैले
not
give
gonna
up
let them
गर्दै
slip by another round.
पैसा नि दिनु छैन अनि रिजल्ट पनि चाहिएको छ अनि कहाँ हुन्छ त
Important round though, in general.
PUBG अर्कोहरू पनि यार कमाल गर्थे हो
This does end up meaning that now that semblance of hope, at least that semblance of hope is there for Maruti Peak. And given the fact that they do in general
क्वालिफायर
expect
क्वालिफायर्स
to be much
Valorant को लागि कुन
stronger
सर्भर राम्रो
on
एक्जिट
defense.
लाग्मा
I'd say even if
Any-
they're able to get an 8-4,
any if you
that would
use
not
if
be
you're playing
so
Mumbai
bad,
1 2
but
3
with
4
4
4 वटा
rounds
छ
left, they
जुन
gotta
चलाए नि
get
हुन्छ
out of those 4
there's
rounds.
nothing
So
specific
I love the fact that they're
you
being
can
a
keep
lot more
changing
aggressive.
and you can keep
See
change
4-man stack with
if
three.
it's not working you can
Yashna
keep change
holding that spike
के भनिरहेको छु म
left in
you get the
that
point
Oh, look at
You
that.
can
That's
experiment
the
all of it.
flank. He's got a smoke to cover up the trap. He can walk past the trap now. He's up in
why wouldn't you clear garden
Oh my god, and there you go. Finn is the
La,
man alive on the
la,
long side.
कस्तो
He still
change
connects
गरिदिएर
another
यार
shot. But unfortunately, the observer as well flicked away somewhere, so we were not able to see that. Fugo finds a frag onto his city. And now it's a 2-on-3 situation. The Soul also has the Hunter's Fury available,
Honda
and
राम्रो
the
पोजिसनमा
Astra has a
छ
Cosmic Divide available, so this is quite huge.
Hondaले मार्नुपर्छ
Overall,
एउटा
Khumbu Esports has a lot of advantage to work
And
off of,
Kuboले
with,
यहाँ
but if they
Moonlight
can
लाई
the flank from the back, CA,
मार्नुपर्छ
that's what's going to matter quite a lot. I do understand
Honda
Chambers over here, but the flank
got
from the
the
back
one.
is what's going to be catching these players off guard.
Spikes
the
dropped
entry on the
तर
sites found. Rondo as well is going to be on the board to make sure for some like safe teleports out.
They don't have the spike though, and Tin is holding down that B-long angle
30
with the
seconds left.
operator. The drone as well invested just to make sure that he doesn't.
पैसा नि दिनु छैन रिजल्ट नि चाहिएको छ DRS लाई नै भन्यो कि सबलाई भन्यो सबै PUBG अर्कोहरूलाई
Contest Fury unnecessary, and I feel like
जो
they
आएको
got
थियो
stuck
Valorant मा
right there.
It was
now
panic.
leave Moonlight in a 1v2 now. They can't really take the TP. They don't have the time, so they're gonna have to
What
play
happened?
this perfect shoot, 'cause single
How is this a
flash
1v2?
come online.
Enemy
This
remaining.
is good.
Uh,
This is absolutely brilliant from his side. Seeker's out as well. They're trying to distract him from his actual
No!
goal, which is his body, but he still falls down. But Konda
Last
with a
halo
nice
there,
fork
Konda.
is able to save the day for his team in another round of the board
Konda
for
ne
Maruti
zita.
Peak. And there we go. Some glimmers of actual hope from the side of Maruti Peak. And now I'm hoping that maybe if they finally got a little
मलाई
bit
लोगो
of
क्या
help,
मन पर्यो यार यिनीहरूको
Khumbu Esports
बनाएको हो कि इज इट
Yeah, and
पब्लिक इमेज
highs and lows in this round started this off with some beautiful
ओम्नी भ्यानमा तिनवटा एजेन्ट
Hunter's Fury, I'm not so sure
को को छ
about. And then
ओमन
again,
भाइपर र
Seeker's
जेट हो
best player, I
यार
wish he just waited for the Seekers to actually hit Konda, running away with the momentum. Konda with a huge 4K to secure a round that I feel like should never have gone through Maruti Peak. Now,
Guys, stream
they're gonna
like
go
and not
once
say
again
numbers,
with a
eh?
similar strategy. It worked for them before. The only difference in the default now being they're
Oi,
expecting
gun
the
barrel.
aggression from the side of Khumbu Esports down A shot, so they left that chamber back, but it's not happening. Khumbu Esports
डॉगी कर दिया ब्रो डॉगी
given
ला जुमे लाया
so many times they don't go for it again, but Clover, what is that, man?
Oh my god.
काजी
Yeah,
Kazi
moving
last
on.
just in
Not
the
really
na.
focusing on that fact anymore. 7 rounds on board and 2 rounds on the side of Khumbu. Finally, maybe they're going to be able to get some momentum rolling on their side.
ला स्मोक गरेर डाउन
And there you go, Sine with that huge 2K. Now is only left with 2 players to work on for Maruti Peak, and don't exactly know what's going to be the game plan right
कस्तो
now.
साउन्डै वियर्ड छ यार
There's 2 players to work with against 4. This is quite tough. Thin still not being spotted. Trying
It's
to
very
clear
tough
out
to
the
judge
left side,
gameplay
but
अहिले
not
चाहिँ
enough. Cypher
Because I
stage
think,
out. Hugo still has
RT
his
Peak is not
aggressive angle
really
being held.
good at this
19
match.
HPCA. One more bullet onto him and he will be taken out. Same thing goes with Slumber. Both the players are down quite
We
low.
haven't seen them do anything
Slumber as well
nice.
playing that to perfection.
I mean, interesting.
Not really
They
going
have
for
been
those aggressive
forcing
peaks, but
B-side
yeah,
a lot.
Overall
सुरुदेखि
now,
नै.
this is where the panic sets in. Maruti Peak don't exactly know what to do with this situation.
Looks like that is their comfort zone, but they're getting shot
All
down.
they have is to try and plan for this
And they're
B-side
not
because
trying
they're
anything new.
Ready with an off angle for the same. What? They're gonna save? What? Okay. I don't
Interesting.
think. Yeah, I don't think. I'm not sure why they go for the save right there. I understand that Pugo is quite low and has the operator, so for the operator they go for the save, but they need every round they can get on the board, so they gotta make the save count, Necro. 2 more rounds left in this first half.
Save गर्नुमा के जान्छ?
I would say they need to get both, but at minimum, at the very least, they need to get 2
काजीलाई उठाइदिनुपर्छ. समरको मोनिटर आई थिंक
Oh
उ त्यो
my
होला
God.
एओसी
Again,
को
here
हो
we
क्या
go.
अरे
I mean, the 9-3 curse hasn't been working
एओसी
throughout
को
the
कुन चाहिँ मोनिटर
throughout the
पहिला
VCC.
पाउँथ्यो
It did work, I
अहिले
think,
छ
some
कि
once.
छैन आई डोन्ट नो थिन र नम्बरको सेम सेम
again,
थियो
The chances are pretty slim, man. You cannot rely on the 9-3 curse anymore. But yeah, jokes
नेपाली
aside,
दुईटै हो
I don't know how things are going to be looking like because now the momentum being stopped again, and Khumbu Esports, they're able to get a grip on how they're thinking now. So Maruti Peak overall, they're going to be having a lot of panic set in this round because this round's going to be a crucial one, as I mentioned. And the Satchel's able to get a kill as well. What's
nice
going on?
backup, eh?
How are these kills just flowing through like that?
Enemy remaining.
Showstopper comes out, and even you have the Trailblazer to try and catch the final man alive. It's Fugo who gets spotted with the Recon Dart, and also the Trailblazer taking things quite slow. Nice guiding light coming through from his side. Oh my god, there we go. The flank being caught, Slumber being taken out. That's the Cypher
That is
right there.
माइन्ड अट्याकिङ लास्ट
Detective not
गाह्रो
really in the game anymore, and now you have... he also has the Headhunter available, so you might as well try and go for some one-taps, you know, because it's pretty much a done game for him.
No one uses Headhunter
If he gives this
except
round away, it's
Eco's
gonna
Air.
be like 9-2,
Such a
so
useless
another round
ability
of
on
board, that
Chamber.
means it'll be 10 rounds for Khumbu,
To be
and that's quite
honest.
a dominating
30
lead already.
seconds
So
left.
Still case special हुनु पर्यो. I would have loved it if it was if it could tag players as well. गोली हान्यो अनि like for 2 or 3 seconds देख्न मिल्ने कि त Cypher को trap जस्तै tracer bullets जस्तै something making a simple overpowered sheriff. What's the point?
Is at the start of the round, Asite fired a couple of random shots that got Konda really low. So
I don't like
Asite is
that.
setting himself up for success. Times
Nothing
that value
sentinel
perfectly
about
with
it.
those shots coming in through at the start of the round. The satchel finishes off.
पुगो र
the job,
स्लिपी
and
दाइको
then while
छैन
dying, he has the fadeaway nade to get himself a
फेस
3-kill
स्ट्रक्चरले
lead,
गर्दा
and
त्यस्तो लाग्यो होला
eliminating his
तिमीलाई
opposition to make this a easy 10-2 most likely for Khumbu Esports. As we expected, the eco is broken and Khumbu pedal on the metal there for sure.
त्यस्तो
Pedal on the
ओपनमै
metal
कुकुर
this
हान्नु
time,
हुँदैन
indeed.
Spike down.
And
B.
they're done. They're fed up of playing passive now. They're fed up of playing complacent, and now it's time to be a little proactive. Being really aggressive outside hookah. Able to find a couple of frags, and now 2 players already down on the attacking side. And on the other hand, they've only got 1 casualty in return, so that's quite huge. 4 players on the board, as I mentioned. And Khumbu Esports looking really dominant, as always. And looking to set their domination through, even on the map of Bind. So I do want to see. But there you go, Fugo with that nice frag on Aside.
स्वाग सर्ट्सहरु त लाग्छ but it's not very sentinel like के मैले भन्न खोजेको I would have
Giving them their own comfort
it would-
space, but
it
again,
would have been
yes,
cooler
Cosmic
if
Divide
there was
available for the
something
retake.
that would make chamber more pickable okay
Exactly. They also have the newer
because I don't
versions.
see
Once they
chamber
ever
being
get a trade,
picked
keep that Cypher alive in the
as much
meantime.
as I would
Cypher,
like to
they
see
get
it
a lot of
because it's
information
a
based on
राम्रो
that. Now,
sentinel हो
talking about
राम्रो
information,
alternative
the
छ
recon being set up,
the
like,
abilities can be
will
better
make sure that the Cosmic Divide tells them exactly where they are now so they can play around it. Didn't manage to get one, but the trade is huge here because now Clover can hold on to U-Hauls. Cypher online, they're trying to set up for the defuse.
अरे
Khumbu managed to shut them down. Slumber. Levi trying to hold on.
9-3.
It just doesn't work out. And Clover, the
9-3
had a couple of awkward moments throughout the first half.
पिक त गरिरहेछ
Showed up when his team needed him the most to pull off this round. And right here is, I feel like, where is a bit of an error made on the side of Khumbu. As soon as they drop
I
that
think
spike, I would have
one
actually
duelist
liked to
meta
see
chamber will
Khumbu
help fill that gap in
I feel
firepower
like
while
the
still
lead to
providing
give up the
interverting
aggression,
yeah
especially considering the fact that
That's
they
true.
knew the
Yeah.
economy of Maruti was broken. As long as they keep pushing and take control of that spike entirely, I feel like the
But
round
when you
does
compare
end up going in their favor.
compared to the other sentinels
Yeah, no, they should have
util
also committed a lot of utilities
supportive
at that
utils
space
भने
right
एउटा
there.
मात्रै छ के
But yeah,
अरु
I
त
don't know.
आफ्नोलाई
That's
मात्रै
not
भयो
like an
नि त
interesting call being made for- yeah, and the
त्यही
9-3
भएर
curse
अलिक
now
चित्त
activated.
नबुझेको कुरा चाहिँ त्यही हो
But
One
again, is it
util is
truly
for the team,
activated, though? That's what I want. That's what I want.
and
to find
other
out.
all three
Fugo, on the
utils
other hand, is trying to
including the
do his
ultimate
best
is for
to
yourself
keep his
okay
team alive in the game and is giving it all he's got. But the rest
Cypher
of his
गएर
players
ट्र्याप
need to
छ
follow it up as well.
इन्फो पाउँछ केज छ
Now on the defending
भिजन
side,
ब्लक हुन्छ
Maruti are
टिमलाई
gonna
हुन्छ
have a lot of
आफूलाई
trouble
हुन्छ
to deal
जसरी
with
हुन्छ
for sure because
क्यामेरा छ
Khumbu is one
भिजन
of those
दिन्छ
teams that's going to be able to open the
अल्टी छ
floodgates pretty
भिजन
flawlessly.
दिन्छ किल जोएको छ न्यानो सम ड्यामेज दिन्छ एङ्गल्स क्लियर
Where we
हुन्छ
talked about the strength of Maruti
होल्ड
being
हुन्छ
in
यताति
position
हुन्छ
on
अलार्म
that
बढ्छ इन्फो
defensive
दिन्छ
side, an aggressive wall from Clover.
अनि
I really
टरेट
like
छ
this wall
इन्फो
because
दिन्छ
it
ड्यामेज
allows them
गर्छ
to play on these new boxes,
अल्टी
try
छ
and find
स्पेस
peak
क्रिएट
if they
गर्छ
do go for it, but it was
You
very
get the
early
point?
wall, which means, as you can see, within those 30 seconds, it's
समझ रहे हो
already
बात?
started to disappear away. And without that wall, they don't necessarily have as much utility to hold on because they don't have that raise. Using
Give
the
up very
Trailblazer,
space.
Khumbu clear out.
You all's
now
there,
pushing
GG.
onto Sai for the plant, but do they know that there's 3 stacks here?
There is a 3 stack, but again, if you're going to give solo peaks like that, it's not going to matter no matter how many players you stack on the site. So you're not supposed to give 3 picks like that. 7 HP on the man of the site, and now another man is Konda. 70 HP left over here.
Oi,
Trying to stand
Ali
through the
force
cages,
गरे यार
doesn't
ये।
really find anything. His slumber is going to be taking him
Well,
down.
Wants to
And
छिर्ने
you have
गएर
City
छ
as well to follow it up, and now Thin is not going to back out from this killing spree. He wants to get his name on the
ऊ
board.
बिचारा जहिले लास्टमा बच्छ यार
The final man left alive and a beautiful distraction with the word. But it's going to be Levi who pops him like a popcorn.
Yeah, and with that pistol, like, it's a little bit of hope that Maruti Peak had is starting to slip away. You know how crucial the pistol can be. Anything besides an 8-4, like anything above an 8-4, the pistol effectively decides if you have a chance of comeback or not. Because without that pistol, you get put into this impossible situation. Because as you can see, they have to go for the eco now, which will effectively make it 11-3 and make their buy round the deciding round. And for Khumbu, they
कति
don't
likes
need
पुग्यो
to
guys
win the buy round.
हेर्नु
All they
खोजेँ
need to
देख्दैन नि
do
त
is break the
150
economy
likes ए 190 नाइस नाइस 200 पुऱ्याइदिनु त गाइस लाइक हान्न चाहिँ नबिर्सौँ त हरेक नेपालीको युट्युब फिडमा हुनु पर्यो यो
Oh my god.
ल यो सर्टमै सक्यो त यो राउन्ड
Cutting them out, he'll find the 3k. The flawless make sure they go for a pure bonus, and that has to be all she wrote for bind.
If I'm not wrong, it's 11 rounds on the board already, so...
युमा बेला बेला न्यू टिम्स आएर डोमिनेन्स आउँछ
Yeah,
नेपालमा
that's a
जहिले
flawless
खुम्बु
round too. But now again, I feel like another thing that's really tough to sneak out is like sneaking out
Still,
a
guys,
bonus round in the
eSewa.
attacking side. So I do want to see how they're going to be able to do that.
You
but
has the
again,
resources.
why I said that is because, yeah,
It's
again,
come
that's
hello.
the case, yeah. But still, I mean, over
But it's,
here, I'm expecting Maruti to have a little bit of advantage because moving in forward,
Deathmatch
Spectres in the hand
go
of
kill feed.
attackers, they will need to go for some real up close and personal engagements. But again, only that can happen.
You say
if
like
Maruti
puge
are-
nice.
Maruti
Thank
are
you
able to let
guys.
them isolate
Like
those.
गरिराख्नु पर्यो
If
guys.
that's not the case, then
So
Maruti
that
should
it
be able to
goes
pretty
on
much,
to the
come
public
out on top
YouTube
of these
feed.
fights.
At
We
the
want
same
more
time,
and more
for
people to
Khumbu,
come into this
think
game.
Even if they lose the round, as long as they make it come down to 1 or 2 man at the end, take away several weapons from Maruti,
Arre?
they'll be in a comfortable position because they've invested little to nothing. Only the utility as well as maybe some shields investment coming into this round. Even the shields, they
I'm really
mostly saved
excited
that
to
from
see
last round,
Agent
so in
balance
every way, Khumbu's
coming into
economy
next
is
act.
blossoming,
के चाहिँ
but
balance
Giga
गर्न
is
change गर्न
getting
खोज्दो
quite a
रहेछ
bit of
गेमले.
damage, so as you
It-
said, they're gonna have
I
to
think
make
it will be
sure
very
that they don't
important.
end up giving unnecessary peaks. They get caught out by
What is that
Khumbu.
need, bro?
He's
What
gonna
the
have
fuck?
to rendezvous on out, but I don't think they're expecting still a double stack and hook up.
Talk about the double stack. I see that beautiful shutdown on that utility. Now they're not going to get slowed anymore. No, also they don't need to care about that. Oh, he spots out the rendezvous and instantly
Traded.
takes care of it. That's a nice trade. And that's quite worth it as well. That's going to give them an AR in the hands of which is probably going to be the Phantom. And there we go. Another one on the board to follow it up. 21 HP in the hands of Acer. That's going to be more than
One
enough
more
to
on
take care of
site.
it.
One more on site.
Oh my God,
Well
Konda's
played, Ed.
position. Yeah, beautiful spot from your side,
Spike
CA.
down B.
Konda pretty much just staying hidden on that spot. Oh, this is a
Spectre
lot
moment.
of shot slumber. Do not like to see that. But that's pretty much the Spectre nerf hitting him differently.
Yeah, and you can see Khumbu genuinely perplexed with the setups of Maruti Peak right there, where
हिन्दी स्ट्रिम को लागि पनि यता लिएर आउन पाए हुन्थ्यो अरू नेपालीहरू हिन्दी स्ट्रिम हेरेर छ
long just to deny the plant, and at the end of it all, it was a smart decision because of which he's able to not just shut
Or
down
कति
his
views
team,
आइरहेको
also
छ
shut
नट इन
down the
स्ट्रिममा
planter in thin,
I'm
and
very
just like that
curious
secured
today.
the round with minimal damage done because
Last year
first two
हामीले
weapons
खेल्दा
taken away,
त
that was starting to
मजाले
look
आएको थियो यार
disastrous.
1-2
They
के
were
भ्युजहरू
able
त
to
थियो
take one more away, they would have made sure that they could not go for the full buys,
यसपालि त्यस्तो
but
साह्रो
now
छैन
instead,
रहेछ
Maruti Peak have full buys,
हिन्दी
one
स्ट्रिममै
player and the judge, which are fine, I consider the full buys.
1500 जति थियो
Oh, yeah.
इङ्ग्लिसमा 300 400
Oh my
if
God,
I
how did he just...
remember it correctly.
He's so lucky. Levi needs to be thanked right there by Acer. He's so lucky to be alive at this point. And that was the judge as well. You did not want to be caught by that judge. Moving on
As long as
forward
people
now.
are watching.
Khumbu
It's
Esports
good.
having a man advantage this early off in the game. That's the big info giver out too. It's the Sova not really in the game anymore. Rendezvous at that
How damage
position.
खाया?
They doesn't exactly know what happened there. So
कितना डैमेज खायो भाई दिखाओ
Quite
Yeah.
interesting. It's from one side to another. I wish he'd stayed there. It would have helped him because now look at the rotate. He had to have expected that, especially after he rendezvoused. They would expect a short rendezvous and instead go on over to the A side to try and punish it. So it would have worked out perfectly if he just stayed in U-Haul and helped Clover out. But instead now, Clover might get isolated. He'll find that one frag. And now the backup has
Oh,
time. It should be a
Khazi.
good
Spike
round.
down A.
खाजलाई ओडिन
30 seconds left.
it should be, but still. There
Ah.
you go. You're not supposed to give peaks like that. And then just Astro saying useless individual. Man, yeah. Not gonna lie, these lines are sometimes
ओए
funny.
सुन्यो
Again, they know exactly
Sunil,
where this
Sunil.
rendezvous is because they've seen him go away
Yeah.
from it last time. They're
There
gonna
we
try to
go.
get him caught out. Oh
Beautiful.
no, Pugo, not like that. Gives away the man advantage and now
सिटी कसरी पुग्यो मैले यादै गरेन
in prime position to help Levi secure this round.
You want
Yeah,
to
it's a
find
2-on-2 situation. There you
Oh,
go. The
good
Cosmic
call.
Divide's available as well. And it'll cut off the defender's line of sight. So this is where
Maybe
another
fast
trouble
ways,
can
yeah, so
start
I'll
knocking
bash
their doors. Acer trying to
What?
stand through this fog.
Look.
Didn't exactly know where Konda dashed on, but there you go. Another
कस्तो
round
राम्रो
of
पोजिसनमा
goal
थियो
forward
त
and
यिनीहरू
smiles on the faces of Maruti.
नाइस ट्रेड्स
Yeah, and I feel like Levi should not be peeking right there. Needs to wait for Acete's contact to peek on because Acete is the one whose position is as soon as Acete crosses the satchel, his position is revealed and they're gonna try to attack him inherently. But because Levi peeks out, they get an opening for Maruti Peak. They're able to shut him down and then go for Acete. So if Levi actually just managed to stick to that same position from which Konda was
मेरो
able to
कमेन्ट्री
secure the
चाहिँ
round,
म त
Acete
आउँदैन है
most likely
नेपालीमा
get
कमेन्ट्री
one
गर्न
to
म
one
नि
because
अङ्ग्रेजी
Levi
नै हो
would
गाइस
play on the fact that they had no idea where he is. But instead, they lose the round, they lose their economy, and they give hope to Maruti Peak because 11-5 on the board now. This composition thriving on the defense.
यो साइलेन्ट हो नि
They are pushing
दामी
back,
दामी
they're
ट्रेड लियो
vying
तर
for that comeback.
त्यो राम्रो पोजिसनमा थियो कि यिनीहरू
Oh no, showstoppers out. And look at the
didn't look like they were
entry
going
on
to
the
win.
A shard.
Cosmic Divide पनि
Already
थियो
able to make the presence on the side, but still we're not really being seeing those utilities used to perfection from the side of Maruti. So they're not really able to stop the floodgates just yet. There we go. And that's the big man chamber out too. He had the rendezvous available and was not really able to pop it because got taken down quite early. That's an unfortunate situation. After this round win, they should have 12 rounds on the board. That means it's going to be a match point for Khumbu Gaming. Asire, nice opening on the site.
Already had that.
Clover's down quite low. He should be taken care of, and yes, he is. Third one also wasted to pretty much try and make
sure that there's no
one
one
from the back. Jure finds one. Try to follow it up with another one, but does not really connect the spray. 33 HP in the hands of G Silent. Classics out.
Thrifty!
One, but not really much on the board.
That Thrifty just wiping out.
Thrifty! आजकल खूब Thrifty देखिन्छ
Maruti Peak had. They still should have the ego to be able to get at least 3 players the full buys, I believe, if my math is
कुहिरोको
correct.
भ्यू नै हो म त
They will be all of the momentum they had.
WST Arena WST Arena पनि छ
Pull this off. It should
छैन
just
guys
all
PNQ
disappear
पनि
now.
छैन
As you can see,
PNQ
Khumbu
त
is
as a
concentrated on that
organization नै
revival
temporary
over
disband
The
भइसक्यो
rest of them not able to afford anything. Konda does have the blade storm though, and the power of that jet and chamber. it helps
भुटानको
them
टिम छैन
effectively get a full buy in this round with one Spectre, but that's all it is. They are changing up their setups. Konda trying to get real aggressive with that blade
ओइ
storm.
Oh no.
जोन आउट खायो क्या
Oh no, that was Thin.
रेडार हेर्दै थिएँ
Did
म
fall asleep?
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
Okay, well, it seems like CA is just falling asleep, man. He's getting pretty
I
bored.
know
He's
what
like,
it
this
is,
is too easy. He's like, this is too easy for me.
No, it's because, you know, when the Jet pulls out her dagger, she's like, watch this. So it's like, okay, I'm not going to shoot. I'm just going to watch this.
Makes a lot of sense, man. Yeah, he was just watching.
Watch
He
this.
was having a great time.
ओ राम्रो फ्ल्याङ्क पायो यार कोन्डाले
Yeah.
बिस्तारै बिस्तारै ट्रिगर डिसिप्लिन
Eat some popcorn.
There we go. There we go. He just lined
अर्को
up for
त्यही छ
Honda, and he does not expect one.
ल ल 1v5 1v5 अब आसितेको
I
पारी
do understand you've got 3 kills back to back, but you're still supposed to look at the place where they have been stacked. Does not really look there, so he gets shut down. But still, a city on 70 HP has a pain shell available.
1v5
It
1v5
also has the spike in
30
hand, so he
seconds
probably
left.
will go for the plant soon. And look at how they're set up as well. They're expecting a flank coming
देखियो
from their side. So
देखेन देखियो क्या अरे
keep this
jumping
in mind.
गरेर check
The
गराएको
Hunter's
थिएँ
Fury is available. If Asira does go
Hey,
for
na.
a plant, he will have to go for an off plant.
Ah,
There we go.
timing.
Gets spotted by Clover. And
Well
Clover's
played,
able to
Konda.
shut it down, but
Quick
still
kill,
barely on the edge.
reposition,
Maruti
took
is
the
still
long
alive in
way.
the map of bind.
राम्रो पायो
Yeah, and Konda really stepping up. Again, as much as fun we can make about like him sleeping off there, like it's something that should
अर्को नि
never
त्यही थियो कि
happen.
यसले थाहा नै पाएन
Talking
मिठो
about
मिठो
sleeping
खेल्यो
off,
यार
yeah, they're
कोन्डाले
not
यो राउन्ड
expecting that flank from the shovers, especially when you have that cipher in the composition. I feel like the flank is not something you can afford to be taken down from. Hey, the Thrifty is what they got the match point on, so maybe a Thrifty is what they can close it off on, because now their eco is broken. Broken buys in every way. Asite's got that hero Vandal. Let's see if he can truly be the hero to secure the match.
Oh man, I don't know if that's going to be the case or not, but still,
Oh!
the Fury's out and he's able
So
to find
diff.
one. That's a big man Thin taken down. Lugo able to follow it up, and Asita, the
हेर
hero
फ्ल्यासले
Vandal gets
कस्तो
shut down
ल्याङ गर्छ
instantly. Moonlight in the close range with the Guardian.
अलि
Not going to be able to do much. Only
Desperate
finds
round.
one, but now we're left with 2 men alive on the side of Khumbu
ए इको थियो
Esports,
यार त्यो
and
भएर
4
नि
on the other side.
ठिक है
So Khumbu now having a lot of men to deal with. Levi also has a lot of pressure on himself.
दुईटै नेपाल
Levi's
टिम हो
gonna
गाइस
be making his safe way out of that
साउन्ड लो छैन
situation.
गाइस तिमीहरूको साउन्ड एकचोटि
Does
चेक
not
गर
really wanna go
आई
for
थिङ्क
it
साउन्ड फाइन
instantly.
नै छ
Champion's Vandal in Konda's hand. And looking to make it
मिठो
glow.
युज हुन्थ्यो
Is that going to be the case or not? Let's
Zaure's
find out.
double his kill
Because the 2 players are in short, and Clover's ready to line
next
him up.
next
and he
map
also has the
Zaurel पिट्छ
resurrection
मलाई थाहा
available.
छ
I like
Wait,
that he's
कहाँ
holding
हेर्दैछ
on to it,
काजी?
but he needs to be reminded that they have 12 rounds in the hand. And you might as well try and go for it. But still, another round of the board for them. And they're still alive.
भुटानबाट खै आई डोन्ट नो यार भुटानको सिन नै थाहा छैन
Still alive, still fighting.
यसो काजीले ए सर्टतिर हेर्दै थिए तर निदाए जस्तो छ त्यो बाकसमाथि कोही देखेनन्
Back, but
तर दुईटैलाई मार्न सफल भएको छन् अनि राउन्ड 7 राउन्ड ल्याउँदै मारुति पिकको नाममा खुम्बु स्पोर्ट अब टाइम आउट लिँदै अलि डराउँदै छन् जस्तो लाग्यो किनकि यो 13-0 हुने गेम थियो जस्तो लाग्थ्यो उनीहरूलाई पनि तर 7 राउन्ड गइसकेको छ
this map, what's crucial about these next few rounds is making sure that the momentum stays on their side, right? Because if you let the team of Maruti Peak
कसको टाइम आउट थियो
13-10, even 13-11, or even
खै
come
त
back
कोही
all the
बोलिराखेन
way
त
through, the momentum shift that they're going to feel is going to be absolutely nuts. And
टाइम
yes,
आउट टु
we
टेक
always say pro players are not necessarily affected by those emotions,
सास
but we know for all of these players, it's
Take deep
upcoming
breaths.
These are young upcoming players. Surely the morale factor is a big boost or a big demotivating factor.
कसैले बोलेको छैन भन्दा एटलिस्ट
So you got to make sure that your team's morale
पानी
is
हो
up high and on that cloud 9 to then help you throughout this best of 5 series, because otherwise it's going to be a long one. It's going to come down to simply Mento to which we
एस्ट्राको धुवा अगाडि
true that.
धुवा
That's a good point
अगाडि
from you.
उफ्रेर
As you
काजीलाई
mentioned,
चुनौती दिने प्रयास
Again, the
तर सफल
competition
हुन
hasn't
सकेन
really evolved that much. And to be you
धुवा
yourself has made it out this far. This is why I mentioned they're probably going to be having some shaky nerves at the start. So I like that Maruti are able to shake it away, and now they're able to show themselves on the board. Clover's taking an aggressive peek. Man's got some
But at
nerves
what
to steal for
cost?
sure.
Oh, Kazi on the
Resurrection available in
operator.
hand.
Ali
But again, I feel like
You gotta be
here
careful,
Clover
huh?
should be the man who should be
तर
playing
यो
the
किल पायो भने
backside
एकदम
because
राम्रो हुन्छ यार
trying to utilize that resurrection at the
ल
perfect
अब त्यो
time. But
थाहा पाइहाल्यो नि अब
again, Clover's going for those aggressive peaks, which is quite interesting.
ओइ देखेन
He gives it away because he does realize there's another push coming in from the short side. He's holding the angle with the operator, but on the other hand, Khumbu Esports as well. They're doing a really good job lining these body up. Levi able to follow it
Zore,
up with 2
now is your time.
flags. And there we go.
Come
One
on.
last man alive. Now it's a 1-on-3 situation. And it seems like CA, we might as well just call it on the map of bind.
Yeah, that tactical timeout playing fruit for Khumbu Esports. Very coordinated on that aggressive split A push. They covered all of the angles together. Make sure that even though a couple of members went down early, both of the initiators being taken down, they have the trades. And what I especially liked in the A-shot push was how aggressive Moonlight was being, right? Not scared about giving up his life. Making sure that he created that space and
Nice try.
really crucial for his
GG,
team,
GG.
because now
This should have ended Ogine, but they close it.
and get to move on to Ascent to try and establish themselves as that dominant factor in
गीत बजे यिनीहरूको कपिराइट हानिदिन्छ मलाई ए के भइरा मेरो गीत किन बज्दैन ल नेक्स्ट म्याप के छ नेक्स्ट म्याप एसेन्ट which is Maruti pick. Good game. Ali Tanya, good to see Maruti Peak giving some competition in the end. Saktyo hola. But I think they lost when they chose attacking on bind. They should not choose attacking on bind. Even if you're confident with your strats or whatever, you should always start on defense. When it is heavily defensive map, testo changes pani aako chaina that the map meta has changed, and especially when you don't play a flash and you are just relying on Sova to make the initial space for you. That is not going to work. So I think this was more of a comp diff, right? But that's all I can say. इन्जिन तातिदैछ बिस्तारै तातिदैछ के हो पनि राम्रो छ यो म्यापमा बट के हो भन्दा राम्रो स्काई नै हुन्छ आई थिङ्क इट्स गुड टु प्ले डबल इनिसिएटर्स लाइक डब्लु डिड डब्लुको आई थिङ्क इज लाइनअप इज फाइन इन्स्टेड अफ साइफर आई वुड हेभ प्रिफर्ड अ वाइपर होइन बट अब त्यही हो सबलाई त्यो एजेन्टहरू खेल्न आउँदैन कि यो टिममा त्यही भएर त्यो ग्याप नै फिल हुँदैन साइफर पनि राम्रो हो तर बाइन्डको मेटा भनेको डबल कन्ट्रोलर हो कि भाइपर र एस्ट्रा हुनैपर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ बाहिरको स्पोर्ट्स लाइक स्पोर्ट्स टिमहरूले पनि त्यही नै खेल्छ there's a reason they have focused so much on Viper and Astra as a whole कि त ब्रिम just Viper चाहिँ हुनुपर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ यो म्यापमा एट्याकिङमा धेरै सजिलो हुन्छ मेरो साइफर सेटअप छैन यसमा यो म्यापमा यो म्यापमा साइफर कहिल्यै खेलेको छैन आई मिन खेलेको छु तर त्यस्तो खेलिन्न मैले साइफर खेल्ने म्याप भनेको एसेन्ट हो स्प्लिट हो दुईटा ब्रिजमा ब्रिजमा नि थाहा छ तीनटा नेपालमा कोही पनि रेडियन छैन यो एक्ट गाह्रो छ यो एक्ट फर्स्ट एक्ट इज भेरी हार्ड कि त एकदम लक हुनुपर्छ सुरुमै पुगिहाल्छ कि त पुग्दै पुग्दैन डबल सेन्टिनल चाहिँ हुँदैन नो 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 आई डोन्ट थिङ्क यु निड अ सेन्टिनल इन दिस म्याप I still stand by that comp. Viper, Astra. Mero ideal lineup on this map would be Viper, Astra, Raze, Sky, and Sova. Yeah, Sova हुनु पर्यो कि त के हो पनि ठिक छ तर आई थिङ्क सोभा नै प्रिफर्ड हुन्छ एट्याकिङमा एकदम सजिलो हुन्छ अनि डिफेन्समा नि मजाले डिफेन्स हुन्छ इनिशियल इन्फोजहरू नि पनि पाइहाल्छ यु क्यान प्ले इन अ भेरी भेराइटी वेज लास्ट एक्ट एस्कनर क्लस्टर मुनलाइट थिन पनि हो क्या अरे मैले त केओ खेलेको थिएँ केओ मैले खेलेको कारण चाहिँ लिजनको गेम स्टाइल अनुसार ल्यायो किनकि वी न्यू आई थिङ्क दे वर गन उनीहरूको एग्रेसिभ प्ले स्टाइल छ अनि त्यही भएर केओ एकदम राम्रो थियो त्यति बेला त्यही भएर खेला त्यो म्यापको लागि मात्रै मैले लास्ट एपिसोडमा चाहिँ भनौँ न पुगेकोहरू चाहिँ मुनलाइट क्लस्टर एस्कनर थिन यति हो गाडी 4 दिन मात्रै पुगेछ कति लाइक्स पुग्यो यसो हाम्रो वाच पार्टीमा इन्साइट्सहरू पनि आउँछ यसो स्पोर्ट्स बुझ्नु मन छ भने म जस्तो खतराको छैले बुझाउँदैन तिमीहरूलाई होइन एनालिस्टहरूले पनि बुझाउँदैन गेमको समझ धेरै छ मलाई त्यही भएर आउनुहोस् सिक्नुहोस् अनि जानुहोस् अनि त्यो ज्ञान पनि बाट्नुहोस् ज्ञान बाट्नुपर्छ को आइसियुआई भने Initiators are very strong in this game. Initiator is one of the most important roles in this game. जे गरे नि चाहिन्छ ही चाहिन्छ नहीं तो तुम्हारे लौड़े लग जाएंगे फाइबरमा कोच बन्यो भने गाइजहरूले कसरी कोचिङ लिने त लोकल छैन के सेन्टिनल्सलाई कन्ट्र्याक्ट दियो भने म त 2-3टा प्लेयरलाई निकालिदिन्छु पहिला अनि मात्रै जान्छु सीएसगोमा यस्तो एक्सपोजर पाएको थियो सुरुमा थियो यार बट त्यही हो होल्ड अफ गर्न सकेन प्लेयरहरूले डेडिकेसन दिन सकेन यो गेममा नि त्यस्तै छ अलि पारा त्यही गाह्रो छ That's a problem, man. कोच हानिदिन्छु म त मलाई त केही छैन फ्रेश पेयर अफ माइन्ड्स चाहिन्छ कि कहिलेका टिमहरूलाई कोचेस डोन्ट प्ले द गेम भन्छ नि त्यस्तै हुन थालिसक्यो It's a figure of speech. Fresh pair of minds. Yep. I've been very drowsy आज मेरो त अहिले पनि कस्तो आहा खुलेकै छैन जस्तो लागिरहेको pair of legs लाई माइन त्यो पनि भन्छ कसलाई निकाल्ने सेनबाट पहिला त जम्सलाई निकाल्छु हैन गफै बढिदिन्छ माउजी खेल्न आउँदैन चाहन्छ अनि त्यसपछि को छ ड्यापर राम्रो छ ड्यापरको सेन्टिनल इज भेरी नाइस आई थिङ्क आई वुड ब्रिङ समवन एल्स apart from Shazam because they need a proper IGL and I don't think Shazam is a proper IGL. He doesn't have the experience. दुईटा होला 10 ठिक छ 6 ठिक छ ड्यापर ठिक छ Zoms ko ठाउँमा Zoms is too cocky. Now G Som in Sentinels. No. That's not the kind of player Sentinels needs. Sentinel needs a very creative controller. I mean Zoms is nah. And a proper IGL that can play a very proper supportive role. किनकि Shazam को रोल पनि त्यसरी लाइक सेटल हुँदैन कि टिममा बिकज ही युज टु प्ले डुलिस्ट हैन अनि बाई हार्ट नै त्यो डुलिस्ट मान्छे हो क्या अनि प्रपर सपोर्ट प्लेयर चाहियो क्या एउटा अझै एन्ड 6 should be the secondary duelist. G को कोच भयो भने चाहिँ के changes? I don't think G needs a coach, to be honest, guys. They need a अरू kind of like game coach हैन अरू कोचेसहरु चाहियो उनीहरुलाई अलि मेन्टल कोच चाहियो उनीहरुलाई पर्फर्मेन्स कोच चाहियो जस फिजिकल फिटनेसहरु अरू फ्याक्टर्सहरुमा उनीहरुले इम्प्रुभ गर्नुपर्ने हो के एज अ प्लेयर एज एन इन्डिभिजुअल के एज अ टीम दे क्यान डु अ लट Elranger is a great mind. He has a great mind. उसले धेरै बुझाएको छ गेम पहिलादेखि नै एकदम सीएस एक्सपिरियन्स पनि छ यसमा पनि देखाकै छ ट्याक्टिक्सहरु पनि राम्रो हुन्छ उनीहरुलाई अर्कै काइन्ड अफ कोच चाहियो क्या साइकोलोजिकल एन्ड फिटनेस कोच
and eSewa as well.
Game बाहिर नि फिट हुनुपर्छ क्या
Asite is going to go a long way to relieving that pressure because Raze is not necessarily
गेम सुरु भयो गेमतिर लागौं
very well but his jet he made a name for himself.
तिमीहरु मलाई चाटिरा छ मलाई थाहा छ
Aggressive here the recon actually fails but that's okay they know exactly where
no very aggressive
is. Asite
के हो हेल्रा छ interesting
he's going to be like all right guys
अरे पिछे त देखो
There we go, the people from the back that they're trying to flood in the site from the market. Good tack coming through on eSewa.
B mid to B to A.
Pretty much being suffocated at this point. Tin is able to trade it out.
Tin ko ace huncha kya?
Yeah, and he instantly gets shut down as well. Seconda now on that Reyna coming in. This is going to be an interesting factor for sure. 5 HP in the hands of Moonlight. Feel like he should not be on the aggressive page at this point.
What is happening?
Spots out the man fading away, and he will be able to successfully fade away.
Oh no, Conda!
Conda is pretty much rotating again.
के हुँदैछ यो म्याच?
Conda now is the only man left alive with Jura being shut down. Having a lot of pressure. I see this slowly and steadily moving it forward. This is Conda who's going to land a shot this time, and it's 4K for Conda.
के भयो म्याप पुरै म्याप भरि फाइट पर्यो त बीमेन देखि लिएर मिडमा लिएर मार्केटमा लिएर एस शॉटमा लिएर ओहो पुरै म्याप घुमाइदियो ओइ बत्ती गयो जस्तो लागेर बत्ती गएर आयो Clover is DZ Kazi, yes.
Conda is able to freely rotate, establish himself up in that mid area, and suddenly
tour the map.
Round that started off in a brilliant manner for Khumbu. Maruti peak pull it back, and it's that Reyna for Conda, a player that was playing at his peak in the map of Bind as well, continuing on the same form, maybe even more because with that Reyna he played
नेपालमा 80 लेभलको प्लेयर छैन र 80 को मेकानिकल स्किल्स इन्सेन छ
that entry, but now talking about entry, Clover's got himself and his team onto that B side. It's a free take for them, and on the eco, the retake's going to be insanely difficult for Khumbu Esports.
It is going to be difficult, but there you go. Talk about that. You're not supposed to give picks like that. If you're going to doing stuff like that, then for sure it's not going to be as difficult as expected. Another one falling through, and then it's just the entire lats of Maruti just lining them up.
I still एकदम मजाले aggro duelist खेल्न सक्यो एकदम smart टी खेल्छ के so he is probably the ideal duelist.
Banner is a very important part of the game as well as esports in general. And I love the fact that these teams are going at each other. Khumbu himself getting his vengeance. He's like, you guys can press W and shut me down. Well, let me show you what happens.
Ansh wants to join me on Discord. Is he available on my Discord? Ask him to join my Discord.
Finds that 4K himself.
We can watch the game together.
They're going to enjoy that teabagging.
Yeah, but talking about enjoying, right now they get to
any of my mods, if he comes, please drag him to my channel.
Because of the simple fact that they get to play on a pure bonus now.
Exclamation Discord, eh? A link ko lai.
Against them, able to get into a sneaky position, but barely misses out on Clover.
अस्तिलाई कसरी अप्रोच गरे अस्तिले मलाई सोधेको थियो नेपालको टप टिमहरु को छ अनि म खेलिरहेको छु कि छैन सोधिरहेको थिएँ अनि मैले भन्दै थिएँ अनि आफै अप्रोच गरे जस्तो लाग्यो.
So you can clearly do see Levi as well, but no, they have no clue just yet that he's already sneaked in all the way on the left side to Clover. He's going to be having a really good positioning over here.
And I like the
one
fact
man tries to step out.
I like the fact that
Ons Discord ma ayo भने उलाई सार देऊ भनेको मैले.
Because they're going for the full rotate and you can see Khumbu, they're not perturbed at all. They're just holding their positions. They're going to pick them off like flies. Just like that. That rotate quite questionable for me from Maruti Peak. I like again that they left Clover, but why Konda as well? And if they're gonna leave Konda, why Clover?
Raitos पनि खेला हैन अहिले.
Remaining in the A side to lurk, who's gonna grant them entry?
30 seconds left.
Yeah, no, I feel like Reina should be the one lurking over here because Jet is just really good at opening the sights. She's able to dash in the
smoke, Nepal सिक्दैछ रे हल्का फुल्का.
Recon Dart not really spotting anyone out just yet, and this is where Thing gets caught off guard. Does not really expect him to just come out like that. Final man left alive, and it's G silent.
10 seconds
trying to just silence the teams in the front. And now Astra pretty much shutting down that Jet. It's a 1-on-3 situation. Moonlight peeks out again. He's not scared of silent.
Yeah, he's certainly
FOB change हुन्छ र rest change ले I don't know man.
Off the board, so given the way that round seemed to be going,
Asita is from Maldives.
Maldives will be like, okay, I think we made the best of what we can do. But Khumbu getting themselves on the board and this is
Levi Nepal नै हो guys, तर I think उसको citizenship passport चाहिँ Indian छ. त्यही भएर कुनै कुनै वेबसाइटमा इन्डिया देखाइरहेछ उसको. नेपालमै हो.
He makes sure he gets these insane flicks on, so if they're able to secure this buy round now, Khumbu, it gives them a huge momentum swing, not just with respect to getting the scoreline equalized, but more importantly, getting that operator in Acete's hands now. Going to the aggressive peak once again. I think he's pushed a lot to do with the audio cues, but since they were walking through catwalk, he didn't really get much. So we're gonna back up. We heard the call from his team that hey,
Alti त छाडे आयो त 4th round मा not bad. Orb farm गरिरहेछ नि त राम्रो.
Hold it down, and they're doing exactly that and doing so brilliantly. The nano swamp from Slumber shutting down Khumbu, the lockdown got them only half the site, and it feels like Maruti they're falling apart.
Spike planted.
Oh yeah, they indeed are falling apart.
That is very unlikely from Asite.
3 men alive on the side of Khumbu Esports. Again, the man advantage clearly favoring Maruti Peak, but still this is not impossible. 0 point coming through. They're trying to shut
0
down
point
on the site for a while, but there's nothing to follow it up.
0 point spots are both of the duelists, so they now know that these are the players most likely playing sites where the other play A main. They gotta push fast and try to isolate the duelists.
होइन अलि युटिल युसेज सँगै गर्नु पर्यो कि एरो ढिलो आइरहेछ फ्ल्यास चाँडो आइरहेछ.
Oh no. Oh no.
That did not look like a good
oh my god,
play
Maruti
from
Peak,
Khumbu.
okay. Well, they're given a really tough fight on the map of Ascent, and I did not expect such a start for Khumbu Esports. Interesting, man. They're just like not even able to do anything over here. There's perfect executions coming out on the map of Ascent from the side of Maruti Peak and Khumbu. There's just
Maruti Peak.
They're not even able to stop anything.
क्लस्टर खेलेको छैन. आसितेको ठाउँमा अहिले क्लस्टर खेलिरहेको
what they
Asti
did in that
cluster
last
उठाउन
round, and
खेलिरहेछ।
like with the way they committed to playing on the plant denial, you can see again the nanoswarm setup to deny that plant works really well, but they would have pushed too many when that push comes through. Once you've denied that plant, you need to play with the numbers advantage on the retake. Now again, Slumber, I thought he got caught out, but still wins the
Kazi
duel.
is playing Jet.
Perspective
मैं भर्खर नोटिस गरेँ ए डबल लुलिस खेल रहा है
come and back him up, especially with that null command ready on that
नि
hero.
ल
Oh my god, how?
Thrifty
Oh my God,
Thrifty
they
त हुनै
connects
पर्छ
the final bullet onto that
Thrifty
man
बिना त
last
गेम
second.
अधुरो भइहाल्यो नि
And now 1 minute 6 seconds left in the clock as well. Attackers do have a lot of time indeed. The Maruti again, it really does come down to
Oh,
that.
no.
They're able to convert the time.
Oh,
into a round win or
no.
not. Another one to follow it up, and I don't
No.
exactly know what just happened right there.
Round
Khumbu
eyes
Esports
है
is not
there.
able to do anything at this point in time.
Wait,
Able to
wait.
retrieve a Phantom in the hand.
Ah,
He connects the
ma.
headshot. Fugo falls down.
Shorty only Shorty
Wow, that round was real quick, Necro. I want to
that
see
was
Tin's
roller
kill.
coaster.
So after this, Slumber gets stuck here, and look at that. Tin's actually
गाह्रो
scamming
हुन्छ
with the share.
मेन स्टेजमा त
Through
मुम्बई सर्भरै
A
हुन्छ
into A hell and saves Slumber's life. That's humongous.
तर
Because
खै
Slumber
के
had
नयाँ रुल ल्यायो कि
so
नटविनले
much time for his team.
सर्भर्सहरुको लागि
Beautifully coordinated by Khumbu.
That'd be
Moonlight
much
finishes
needed.
it off with his best sold-out impression right there. Jumping in from heaven with his shorty. Finds one, picks up the Phantom, and finishes it off in style. What was it? Eco for Khumbu. Now granting this all
Land
the way
हुँदैन
first
होला यार
hit. Does miss the first shot, so not so great, but will make sure that mid control is in their hands. And now the split from Maruti is something that I want to see them rely on with respect to their duelist getting space and then leaving one duelist, not both of the duelists, in those advanced positions. Very well done here, but Moonlight with an aggressive peek, he actually gives that away. Clover will find a double and oh boy.
Oh my God.
On the jet instead of the Sage, yeah?
No, I mean,
Moonlight still
look at that
youngest
though. I mean,
player
Asire with the operator
Oh
over
यो
here in the
रोस्टरमा त
backside.
या
Both the men with the ultimates pretty much shut down. And they also do have
Oh,
the
hey,
lockdown
कस्तो
available. They can try
aggro
and
है।
play on the lockdown over here. Killjoy. Slumber's going to be having an instrumental
So sound
position
delay
in this,
last.
area. Missing quite a lot of shots. Finally connects that crucial one as well. The cosmic device available, as I mentioned. So it
Audio
goes
delay
down,
त्यो
but the
के गर्नु
lockdown is
मिल्दैन
also
सेटिङ
available
हुँदैन
from the side of Khumbu Esports, and I honestly feel like they should use it right now. This is the right moment to use it. Wakanda on the B main, I'm pretty sure he's gonna deal a lot of damage on both these players. So Slumber, you better expect this off angle coming through from Konda. He doesn't exactly
Sorry.
know as well if there's anyone flanking him from the B main. That's why being a little paranoia.
ल्यान्ड
There
ल्यान्डको
you go.
राइट
It's a
छैन
2-on-3
क्यारे अहिले
situation, concussion coming out from the Astra. Leva's able to follow it up,
Player standing.
and now it's all down to the final man alive. Konda, what's going on? Khumbu Esports. Oh, how did they just make that retake happen like that?
VLC मा हेर्ने हो?
Utilizing the lockdown.
VLC मा
I don't
कसरी
think
हेर्ने
there's
मिल्छ
any need for
Stream त्यो
Konda to
गरेर?
be worried about a B main flank right there because the player who died in mid for the side of Maruti Peak should have told them that, hey, right here, Pugo should have told them that, hey, I saw both of the players in mid market. That's where they're gonna come from. Konda
YouTube
needed
मा
to make
delay
sure
छ
that he was
मैले
buying
हेरेको थिएँ
time there. Instead,
आवाज
he plays
सिङ्कै
on a
छैन
very defensive angle. Lets a
नेटवर्क
3v2
स्ट्रिम
be
गर्नु मिल्छ है
converted into a 2v2, which Khumbu Esports
ए
exploit
भ्रिकुटी
to
मण्डप थियो त
maximum
हाम्रो
potential.
थर्ड पार्टी ल्यान्डहरू
Finish the
त
players
सर्भरमै
off
खेल्नुपर्छ
inside real
मुम्बईमा
quick,
खेले
and together
जिरो पिङ त
able to
आउँदैन
shut down Konda. Poor mismanagement of
त्यो चाहिँ अलि
positions
मिल्दैन
in that post plant will lose around that.
नेपालको
Maruti
टिम
Peak
दुईटै
should
हो
have easily
दुईटै
won.
नेपाली टिम हो
Instead,
फाइनलिस्ट
now that Eco in a very bad spot. Maruti Peak gonna try to push forward. Granted, that was an Eco round for them. Could have got them a lot of money, but instead they're gonna be once again on the fringes of a buy, trying to hold on for dear life now. Ooh, I wish Thin had actually gone for the flash. He would have found out that there's not many players there and would have gained a lot of info for his team. Told them that, hey, they're likely moving towards mid, guys. We need to back up and play for the site itself.
Oh, yeah. Well, look at this. Both these teams playing really passive right now. Mid control pretty much being prioritized. Nice shot from Asire. That's a big shutdown as well. That's the jet right there. Taken out. That means now the site control, or at least the site presence now being spotted out. And Asire trying to be really proactive in this position. Moonlight's able to follow it up, another duelist, and now
आसितेले त्यो
Maruti Peak
गरेर
is crippled
एउटाले
big time.
चिर्न खोज्यो मुन भाइ त्यही थियो
Yeah,
Nice
really
bait.
nice updraft from
30
Asite
seconds
too.
left.
Not only does he get information, but he effectively becomes a bait for Moonlight. Pushing into that mid area, Maruti Peak not expecting someone to be there since Asite just updrafted. They're like, surely he's alone. But no, instead Moonlight shuts them down and time running out. Maruti Peak, they just have to go for the savior.
10
There's no
seconds
10
है
seconds left.
क्यों कर रहा
10 seconds left in the clock.
Safe.
3-on-5 situation. 3-3 the score line, and it seems
She's
like
just
they're probably
open
going for a
sign
savior,
again.
CA. They have a nice crossfire setup. It's like the trifecta of death in the mid. They just went for the save, and the
Ping
other
diff
Fury
is
out as well
always
from
in
that Moonlight.
disadvantage.
What was that?
quite questionable. You can be like, you can see him.
म खेल्न
feeling
जमानामा
quite
छोडिसकेँ
jittery. Maybe it was a misclick. There's no reason to use the Hunter's Fury there. I think he knew time was running out. The round
Moonले
was in
किन
the
duel
bag,
नखेलेको
so
when there's a
even if
better
there was a
duelist
reason to use a Hunter's Fury, it
and
would
Moon
have
can
been
play a
on
better
flank,
support, why
not
not?
just randomly. So a key ultimate down. It does give Pugo now the opportunity to try and get an ult off for himself and play on the lockdown. Because without the Hunter's Fury, there's no way for Maruti, Khumbu Esports to trade. But instead,
यसरी
look, they're playing on that
ड्रोनहरु
contact.
फुटाउने
Moonlight
मान्छे
is
चाहिन्छ यार
that position unknown, but they still check that angle. They shot him down. Asite
That's a
misses
whiff.
the key shot, and Gonda able
Oh,
to create
shot.
a lot of space. But
अरे अरे
Oh my god.
would they
Oh
get the
no!
save? What a shot! Will
Oh
find
my
that
god.
and recover all of the mishaps that he's
I need blocking vision.
Yeah, just able to stack those
So hard
bodies
on,
in the
yeah.
B main right there.
You should run.
Yeah, and the funny part was he only had like 2 or 3 bullets in the final kill as well, and he connects that headshot. That's quite huge. Slumber pretty much on a tear right now. Was on a rampage. The lockdown's available. Attackers pretty much utilizing the lockdown to flush out the defenders from the
By
side.
the smoke.
But oh no, they're trying to fade away in the site, but this time they get caught out
Smoke is सकिसकेको छ
in the cat. And now Silent is the man over here. Trying to be really sneaky and silent. 0 point comes through. Is the KO going to be expecting him?
position,
Yes, he
that's it.
does. But Silent is really quick with the angle. It's going to shut him down.
ल ल ल ल ल
They should
30
expect him to
seconds
go for
left.
the rotate.
If G Silent gets Levy here, then
Yes,
this is a
set
तर
himself
ओ
on
राम्रो
this
पोजिसनमा
inside.
गयो यार
I
तर
don't think. Oh, Silent did not hear Levi drop, so he's just going to go for the
There is
flank.
another
He's going to
killer.
get caught off guard by Levi's
Jet.
position. He's back turned around.
Nice.
Levi will pop one in his head and
Smart
ensure
play.
that the round goes forward for
लुकेर
Khumbu.
हेऱ्यो
It's such
धन्न
a timing-based thing. A millisecond later, I think if he's closer to the door, he actually hears Levi drop and could maybe go for the fight before he plants, but he doesn't because he's a little too
That's
far
the stream
away,
from
and
Maldives.
instead, just like that, Khumbu able to pick up the round, but it's all down to Slumber here. The first 2 shots quite clean, but this third, man, the crosshair connection just slightly to the left and taps it once and gets it on point. Slumber just putting them to sleep one by one, and that again shouldn't have been a round that went to Khumbu Esports because Moonlight got caught. Asite missed his first shot, so it felt like Maruti Peak could have got that entry in, especially with Gonda looking to pop off with that overheal, but instead Slumber really turning up when his team needed him the most. What is that recon? Oh, I like that. I like that line up. One bounce without revealing himself gets a really nice mid line.
ल ल ल
Okay, well, there we go. A little bit of, I guess, Caster Curse. Another fragment to follow it up, and Finn finds that kill.
भागो
And now it's a 4-on-4 situation. Nothing really too critical happening just yet in this round. No commands available in the hands of Finn, but he's not just going for it yet.
I wonder,
He's letting them have their own time.
I wonder if they can just go for the hard push into mid and then go for a mid to B split since they've lost B main control, but instead expecting Thin to be aggressive, he gets caught off by the timing of the smoke turning off, and now leaving Moonlight isolated. Recon doesn't reveal his position. They're gonna know.
Oh my god.
They're making sure. The one
What is that shot that, bro? Oi!
Clover with the
क्या आना त्यो?
quick scope to shut down Levi. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was indeed phenomenal. And now Moonlight on the site.
30
He's just trying to
seconds
hold
left.
off an entire
Last
flood, but
player
he's not going to be
standing.
able to do it successfully. One last man alive is Slumber.
Wow.
But the man in the close, Conda, is cross his train, and he will shut him down.
Shuts them down, secures the win. And this is what we want in Necro. A closer matchup, effectively ensuring that neither of these teams seem to have that mentality where they might
That
get
shock
pushed down
dart,
or
the
up.
Kazi's
Both
dash
teams
and
are
quick
at each
scope.
other's
Holy
necks.
shit.
Kind of matchups we really like, but
Yeah, that was
still,
good play.
the economy situation for Khumbu looking slightly better than that for Maruti Peak, especially since Clover's got his hands on the operator now. It is a free operator, I believe, with that coming in from a city. So we'll have to see if
That
this
shock dart
actually
was
ends up
insane,
hurting
Tara.
them, because Clover
Zukera
has been
laga ho
instrumental
ki?
to creating space for his team's entry. But then
जी
the
भाई
operator
पूरे connect
does
हुए
slow
full
down
damage
the
है
entry to a large extent. Slumber
कैसे
using
dry
that
pick गरेर खेला
standard
छ
B defense
बक्लोलहरु
like one turret. Like that's one of the most basic turrets we see, and the contact off of that still catching them off guard. But Thin getting a little too aggressive, Necro leaning into his past duelist tendencies a bit too much, maybe. There's no need to push that much.
बेट कर रहा
Well,
है
I mean, hey, it's just like me, man. It doesn't matter what you're playing, just WK all the time. Let's go, W gang.
average
So
jigness
moving on forward, now it's a 4-4. Cosmic Divide's available, and also a lockdown. Some crucial equipments to try and stop the flow on the
यस्तै
side.
प्ले देखेर
At least to
क्रिन्ज
try and
लाग्छ
help
है
you in a retake. So
Ego
Khumbu,
peaks.
they're looking really confident in this round for sure. As I mentioned, Lockdown and Cosmic Divide available, and also Blade Storm to put on a show. These three utilities, these three ultimates, can be some key ultimates. And Levi, even though he's laughing, he's still Crosshair's just trained. We want to see now how they're going to be performing.
Interesting ult.
Cosmic Divide coming through.
He already
Taking one as well. Yep, Levi's able to sneak past, and he's now going to be able to catch one. He's looking to follow it up with a second one, but it doesn't matter. Moonlight's available on the site, and he will keep him busy.
That Cosmic Divide is such a band-aid Cosmic Divide where you're like, okay, we don't have... I'm assuming he did not have stars to set up the smoke, so like, let's just create some cover. But leaving that much space on 3, even though they set up the shock darts, like Levi is just able to dodge around it, and it's just a single shock dart. Even if it hit him, he's not going to care. His job is just
अल्टी यसरी हान्नु पर्ने थियो कि
play for that time factor and shut them down. No, now making it 6-3. The Cosmic Divide as well gone there. Out of those key ultimates
shot
to try
मजाले
and play
cover
around
हुने
off of,
A shot.
out of the guns in terms of the economy, and Khumbu are starting to take a commanding lead in this matchup now. Again, I
Or
want to
unbanned, how did you get
from the
unbanned?
side of Thin, not too much aggression, especially since he has the null command. The 0 point spotted out multiple players, and it's given them the call that hey, they're going for the heavy
Silence of
A
Venom.
aggression, playing with that turret over at B main, but I think he's a little too far away. He needs to go back towards mid to deactivate that turret.
And look at this! Look at the smokes as well, man. They do want to flood inside the site, but still, they just don't have the info to rely off of. So as well as not able to
Oddly
gather
unmanned
anything
Crystal
on the
Field
site
there.
here.
Taking that back.
Nice.
So still, Khumbu Esports having a huge advantage in their hands of being anonymous with their position, being unknown off their
Okay,
position.
that star might be okay.
And still, they can keep this anonymous factor rolling in. But again, the problem for, I feel like, Khumbu Esports is that they
Concealment.
just don't really have a lot of man number to work on A side. Finally, we do see the Jet closing in as well. A nice gravity well to try and stop the push from the side of Astra and the Sova. And there we go. The Sova's able to
30
follow it
seconds
up,
left.
and now the Jet being really aggressive in the close range. Cosmic Divide's available. They also have a lockdown. I don't know why they're holding on to it for so long. 2 fracks on the board from the side of attacking, and now Maruti
Ulti to
they're able to make something happen. But I just don't understand. Just use that lockdown, please.
Yeah, they're still not using it. I think Slumber is worried about someone coming in on the flank, but he's giving up a
You
lot
need
of
to use
time.
it. Yeah, you
La.
need to use it.
What is...
This is so.
Sova has all. That's why he's
This
not
is
using
like
it.
so questionable. Bro, you have a key utility, just use it. You have a lockdown. Instead, they're just going for some aim duels. Well, it seems like it's working out, so you might as well try and go for it.
Okay.
But just consider a scenario where the teams in front of you are really good, some of the best teams in the grand final playoffs. This play cannot work out. You cannot just rely on your aim single-handedly to try and clear the site. Because as I
Last
mentioned, in
round
grand
in
final
the half.
playoffs, the competition is just going to keep on elevating, so you have to go for all the odds with you.
The only call I can imagine
Very
is that,
questionable
hey, it's
round.
their eco, we can win duels
From both
just because of
sides.
the gun advantage, and it's still for me a questionable call. Maybe that combined with the fact that they've been told, hey, the health bars are also really low, just go for the push, man, don't wait for the lockdown. But again, I feel like it's something they can commit. Let's see, maybe it does end up paying off for them, because now in this final round, full buy versus full buy, they've got the lockdown as well as a null command to rely on.
Double up.
Tin's got to make sure he stays alive. He's not used that null command a single time this round because
Oh, it's the last
guys
round.
too early to be able to use it. And if he wants to be that aggressive, maybe use that null command and
Nice
then
fragment.
get real aggressive like right now. But instead, again, he's not using it. The lack of this ultimate usage is honestly baffling.
Yeah, no, they're just taking all the risks in the world, and this is kind of making me paranoid as well. This is kind of making me anxious, and there we go.
I was saying, Salah.
Come on, there you go. Finally, the lockdown's on the board, and this is what I wanted to see. Cosmic divides out as well. The null commands now is finally available. There you go. The null commands was available, but the problem is the man just got shut down quickly. Now a lot of pressure. And Khumbu Esports now, they'll just need to be the moppers and trying to clean it out. Nice spike by Hugo, and he just shuts them both down. What was that? Look at them. They're just vibing to the music right now.
Again, key errors.
Damn! Well
Moonlight
played.
was, as soon as that swarm grenade got popped,
Well,
he was
piss
looking for
break layer, I
maybe the
guess.
second swarm grenade to shut down Pugo Peace at
BRB.
the exact same time. And you can see even Levi's focus is to try and shut down the swarm grenade. Nobody's looking at A main. Only one player got detained, which was Conta. So you have to expect the last player to have gone to widery and therefore be in A main. One of the players needed to cover that spot, and it's these silly mistakes costing them a crucial round, as now Maruti peak with this 7-5 lead. They themselves doing brilliantly in that post plant. Like, I really like the decision from Maruti peak to play on that crossfire on door, fully expecting Khumbu to try and push and get an early push. They get the trade advantage and they try and push to shut down the lockdown. Yes, it doesn't work out, but I appreciate the instantaneous decision making to play aggressively rather than defensively, have a multiple stack on that A main area.
Oh my god.
And you can see now, the 7-5 pistol most likely going their way. It looks like the comeback is definitely on.
What was that round? That was the quickest round in the history. The turret was the one to kick things off in that previous round, and now, within a blink of an eye, a flawless round from the side of Maruti Peak, and somewhere down line now, the finger should be raised on Khumbu. What exactly is going wrong? I mean, you guys were able to steamroll it through on the first map, and now coming inside the second map, it seems like things are falling apart slowly and steadily.
Yeah, things are certainly looking like they might fall apart, but what's especially important for Khumbu right now is maybe take a tactical timeout after this round before the bye to make sure that they can get their heads on straight and get the focus back on.
I missed the pistol round.
Smooth sailing that we saw in Bind, where even the rounds they were losing,
Pistol round था किस है? क्या हुआ?
doesn't exist anymore. But Clover, no, getting a little too aggressive here. This is the first shot.
Oh my god.
We'll catch out Moonlight real quick and
Kaziman.
not getting a little too aggressive. Instead,
Yeah,
the
that's a
right-
nice second shot. Clover falls back with the frag. He's
Good
gonna
work,
be
guys.
happy with that
Pistol
frag
round.
that he
He
just got, so he doesn't really need
Summarize
to
गरिदियो न कोही.
commit too much.
Still in sight.
Conda over here on the short is going to be utilizing the leader to fall back. Buys him enough amount of time and going to be able to successfully fall back. Still a round advantage in the hands of Khumbu Esports.
Flawless
But
round.
again, if this goes away, I'm pretty
Interesting.
sure there's going to be a lot of problems knocking their doors,
Damn.
CA.
Look at this. The setup from
round
the
can
side
over
of
there,
Khumbu Esports, a heavy A stack might just work out in their favor because
Rewind गर ए.
sorry, from the side of Maruti
was
Peak might just work out in their favor because all of Khumbu Esports
30
is
seconds
heading
left.
on towards here. The 0 point doesn't spot out Conda. He's going to go for
Spike
the aggressive
down
peek and
A.
most likely catch out Asite while Levi is getting shut
One
down,
enemy
and it's
remaining.
all going smooth for Maruti Peak. Flawless on the
Flawless.
cards.
Fairy.
Back-to-back flawless rounds on the cards. They get to play on a pure bonus coming in next, and Clover will most likely get his hands on an operator in the round after this. Considering how aggressive this player likes to play, I'm excited to see him on the operator.
Yeah, this is a really nice shot on the Moonlight, man.
One enemy
Pretty
remaining.
much his entire life, the flashbacks of his life, I don't even know. Everything just flashed in
Alrighty,
front of him.
operator.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Expected
bandai
this
छ.
coming through.
I would have liked to see him go for the bonus because they got a flawless round, right? So, especially at 7-7, they can afford a bonus, but hey, Clover likes to get matters done ASAP. He wants that operator. He's not going to get a peek just yet because Khumbu, you can see a B main drone default while they take mid control by walking in will mean that there's very little information to be had for the side of Maruti Peak. they counter with a drone of their own, but they have no idea they're actually pushing into mid market.
Oh, और कुछ
Doesn't
छिर्यो
matter.
यार.
G silent
Ding खा
kills
थियो यार
me.
त्यसले.
We'll shut down one and most likely find another.
थाहा नै छैन. कस्तो
He knows
coincidence
for
क्या?
Acids as well, so that's quite huge. Acidic quite low, misses a lot of shots. Acidic, that's not likely. But luckily he's able to shut him down, and that's all they really needed. Khumbu Esports now, this is where they start stacking up the bodies on top of each other. 2 players alive on the side of Maruti Peak. Still, the pressure we talked about, it's not really gone away. Maruti Peak after this round.
यो nano
lost,
sum चला
they're
बेट
doing
हुन्छ.
for sure.
They have
यो
to
nano
stand
sum
down
हो
low.
ठीक अब नोटिस
There's
गर्दैन
only
यहाँ.
so many positions he can be in since the 0 point
pick
difference
गर्नु
between
पर्ने
one
एक.
side. He's either A heaven or A main, and you can see that
There
they're
we
watching
go.
the right side of A main. So
अघि हाने भए बेट भइसकेको थियो क्या. ढिलो गर्यो क्या.
Wow, could have caught them
Nice
out if he
shot.
waited for Jao.
ठ्याक्कै छिर्ने बेला त्यो
There we go.
गर्ने क्या.
Did connect some insane shots in the first half, but in the second half,
Nice try.
somewhere down line. Not
Boyko
really
ace,
connecting
nope.
those shots, but it's fine. Another round on the board for Khumbu Esports. Nothing really much to worry about. There's not really a huge lead. But
आस्ते नि मरिसकेको थियो
now
यार.
this is where they might just start and try and play off
Levy
the
stepped
momentum
up
that they
this round.
found. Did they retrieve the operator in the hand? No, is going to be the answer. Oh.
Yeah, the operator was not retrieved because I think, of course, I don't think Khumbu need it, honestly. Asite, you can see he.
It's Amnas, what's up? Ans is also doing a watch
Maybe
party.
once
I
they get
called
the
him, but he's not
economy
coming.
flowing,
Discord
they
will
try
link
one
a pan
more.
this.
But what's important for them more likely here is make sure Clover doesn't get his hands on that operator as a freebie.
मैले खेलिनँ bro.
Again, giving a free peek.
Why would I
over in
coach
A
K?
main,
I
did
don't
get
think they
shut
need a
down,
coach.
Where he played brilliantly on that Sova.
They
It
need
feels like
radiant
this hero
players.
is Enabling his duelist tendencies a bit too much. He's getting caught out again and again.
एकछिन स्प्रे गरेर त्यही थाहा पाएन नि त.
Indeed, he is, man.
ठ्याक्कै
And look at that.
लाइनअप भएको थियो.
I mean, just one
Ooh,
lap
shot.
run. Oh, that's a quick shot. And G solid
shot,
now is
yeah.
going to stay solid throughout the game. Nice one to follow it through, and now it's a 3-on situation. Cosmic Divide's available from the side of attackers.
Support
So
एजेन्टहरु त्यसरी प्लेस गर्नु
can be used in a real good manner.
without any
What do you
help.
think about the pink crosser, man? I'm not really a big fan of that. But there's a man posted up in close range. Targets out, trying to flush out the man in close, but there we go. Nice flick
Wow,
from
quick
Jari.
trades.
But it doesn't matter as long as the follow-up's there. That's all that's gonna matter.
Alarm
Honda
बढ्छ
has a
थाहा
lot
पायो
of
अरे नि.
utility available. 2 layers,
Spike planted.
and also can try and go for the heals if he's taken down quite low. The champion Vandal's glowing, and now he's looking to glow some skulls with his Vandal.
Top fragger
2-on-1 situation. Pressure is going to be felt. You can clearly see the paranoia setting in as well on the Conda. Going to be closing the door from Market. Does not want any other flow-through points on his side. Spamming through the boxes, trying to clear out some basic spots, and now he knows there's no one behind the boxes. There's only sights left is the back sight. Left side as well cleared out, and now clearly know what exactly is going on. Recon Dart's quite crucial, revealing his position a lot of times, and now the bomb's ticking away as well. He needs to start peeking out.
Time
He
turn
doesn't really have any time left.
Dismiss.
Good flicks from
Good
Conda, but unfortunately he runs out of time.
Yeah, and a little scary from Khumbu Esports side. I don't think they needed to double peek that. Hearing the spike, right? At that moment,
My
it's like
revenge
you
को
don't
CS
play
player
the
छ नि त
lanes, that
Valorant
it's
मा.
like, okay, you can die. I'm just gonna play for the time, but
सुजन पनि खेलेको थियो, सार्पियन पनि खेलेको थियो, एस्कनर खेलेकै छ.
Luck flavors them slightly because I think it was just a
तीनजना
matter
छन्.
of about 40 to 50 milliseconds. If that fight happened like about a second earlier, Conduct
Aste is playing from Maldives. He's a Maldives player.
Hey, it all
That's why.
works out for Khumbu Esports, and now the eco broken for Maruti Peak. The operator is looking like a distant dream, and so
They're
is
suppressed.
Oh,
दुईटै
that's a
डुलिस
lot
यहाँ
of
चाहिँ थाहा
info.
पाइसे.
here as
Yeah.
well.
That's
Yeah.
huge. Both the duelists pretty much revealed that now they're going to be expecting some aggression. And you can clearly see they're ready for that aggression. They're being really proactive. But talking about flavors, see, I heard flavors from your mouth. I forgot to ask you about your favorite ice cream flavor.
Ice cream flavor?
Yeah, what's your favorite ice cream flavor, dude?
You are divided.
Dark chocolate mostly, but I do love me a caramel once in a while. But talking about flavor right now, the flavor of this
That's
round
a very
seems to be an
interesting
aggressive
divide.
beat.
It's a salty
Force
one.
right here for Khumbu Esports, but do they know? Yes, they do. Silent
Oh, they
is here.
do.
They check the right angles, and yeah, they're salty.
Yeah, you best believe they do. Now being shut down. I don't know, man. I'm not really a chocolate kind of guy when it comes to ice cream. On a
Butterscotch?
yeah,
No, easy
butterscotch,
kills.
vanilla.
Figured.
I like pretty much everything else, but oh, look at the flank for the back is Finn, who lines up
Reload
3
हो
for
रहा है.
himself.
Volley
But
turn नहीं
Corda is
देता.
there to shut down the aggression, but it's not going to matter. Aside pretty much just
Nazu.
followed through with the momentum that Finn gave him in his hands, and oh my god. But after that round win, that also
Full
should
CS
be boosting
roster
up
था
Vince's
हैन.
confidence quite a lot. And
They
Khumbu
weren't
Esports,
really invested in
they're
the
able to
game
finally
early
get a
on.
little bit of momentum
एक
going
एक
in the
कर
game,
रहा
and
है
that's all they
सबैजना
really
त्यही भएर.
needed. But after that, again, everyone in the chat, please let us know what's your guys'
अस्तिको
favorite
contract आयो, I
ice
have no
cream
idea,
flavors.
man.
Because I feel like ice cream is one of those things that everyone loves. Yeah,
Not
Ice
everyone. I actually
cream?
know quite a
Ice
few
cream
people who
topic
hate
कहाँ
ice cream.
आयो?
they're weird.
No, I kind of get
Duty
it.
team
There are a lot of
Nepali, you
people,
guys.
They just never loved it. A couple of them are lactose intolerant, so fair enough. But hey, let's get back to the match because it's getting quite close. That
कति
was
लाइक्स पुग्यो गाइस? 500 लाइक पुग्दैन आज पनि?
This round is going to be
आज त पुग्थ्यो जस्तो लाग्थ्यो. 300 लाइक पुग्न लाग्यो. यसो स्ट्रिममा लाइक हानिदिउँ गाइस. हरेक नेपालीको युट्युब फिडमा यो म्याच आइरहोस् अनि यसो हेरोस् नेपालीहरू ओहो पीसी गेम ई स्पोर्ट्स चल्दैछ भनेर यसो थाहा पाओस्. त्यही भएर भिडियो हल्का पुश गर्नलाई हजुरहरूको सहायता चाहिन्छ जुन तपाईहरुले लाइक गरेर गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ. हान्दिनु होला यसो. अनि नयाँ हुनुहुन्छ भने यसो स्ट्रिममा पहिलोचोटि आउनु भएको छ भने यसो सब्स्क्राइब पनि गरिदिनु. I am your content creator and an ex-pro player of Valorant Nepal.
Okay, what is this? Shotgun lineup for market, I think?
CT.
Oh my god.
Was that for CT?
I think so. It was. Yeah, I think so.
Wasn't that too early?
Yeah, I think it was market doors to try and flush out anyone from that spot, but still, a good entry on the site with the lockdown. Now it's going to be flushing the players out, or at least the defenders out the site, and this gives Khumbu Esports a free site in their hands. A casual stroll on a summer's day in the site, but now the summer's day is going to be turning into a bloody day soon. As the 0 point comes through. Yeah, it's going to be a complete nightmare for sure. But Levi's position is going to be proving a nightmare.
याके हान्दा जस्तो हान्दै थियो त कोन्डाले.
And now it looks like Maruti Esports are looking really unstoppable. Hunter's Fury out for both these sides, and now he's looking to stop the momentum or the aggression.
You
from the
this here, huh?
defenders. Backside Moonlight's available. Oh, it's going to get a couple of
Honda
attacks
Mario,
through on the
Arise.
kill try, but
होन्डा चाहिन्छ
critical happening
राउन्ड
against
टाइम
him.
पनि छैन अब.
Time's running by, and the attackers are doing a perfect job in trying to
11
make sure that
7.
they're just
All
wasting
the
a lot of
chance
time in
छैन.
these moments.
Last player standing.
That's
एक
why
राउन्ड
that
आएको छैन
makes it
पिस्टलको
also
फर्स्ट टु
difficult. They
जितेपछि.
wouldn't even care that they lost their weapons. But I hear
कोन्डाले त के हान्रा छ यार? ह्याके हान्रा छ जस्तो हानिरा यार.
that moment when you've got so many players on site, if you remember the last time we were in the first half when Konda was in that B-main position and Khumbu retake because it was a 3v2, Konda should have been aggressive. But in an effective like 5v5 situation, that B-main player should never be aggressive. His job is to come on a late wrap and play on the post plan. So for a second I thought Levi might have just spilled water over the efforts of Khumbu.
E0 नै हो त.
They do hold on for dear life. Time comes into play. Makes Maldi desperate just the way they are right now and shuts them down. 2 kills already gone. This eco not
Oh my
working
god.
out at
Shoot him in the head.
And
Remaining.
Jaure showing himself. It's surely match and match point and more for the side of Khumbu.
Flawless.
He's
IGL
finding
I have no
more
idea.
momentum on their defense. And for me, Nectar, it all comes back to that bonus round. I don't think they should have gone for the operator that early. I said, like, I would have liked to see some aggression, but it would have been so nice if they could have broken the economy of Khumbu instead of going for an operator for themselves.
Yeah, things would have definitely looked really nice. But again, 12-7 is the scoreline, so yeah, it's pretty much a match point. And Khumbu Esports, the vision's looking really clear for them. But on the other hand, Maruti Peak, they're
लास्ट इयर लिजनसँग हाम्रो फाइनल हुँदा पनि एसएन यस्तै भएको थियो. फर्स्ट हाफ एकदम क्लोज भएको थियो. सेकेन्ड हाफ त ढोल हान्दै थियो हामीले.
So Maruti
त्यही
Peak,
भइरहेछ
they
अहिले.
do still want to have a chance in winning that. They still have another map to prove themselves. And if they're not able to do so, then you might as well just give it over to the Khumbu. But nice follows ups. 2 fracks, pretty much equal trades on both the sides, and now we're left with 3-on-3 situation. Talking about the utilities available, though, I still feel like both the teams have equal advantage in that situation.
Now look, that drone spots out the turret is quite deep. I think if they know that the turret is quite deep, Thin should try pushing in aggressively, and station himself right next to the boxes, but not in the viewpoint of the turret, like creating a false sense of security for the
Enemy
defenders.
suppressed.
But with the killjoy being suppressed, this is
Mid
the
flank
perfect opportune moment for them to just go for a full rotate. But instead, they're waiting on Slumber. They have the time, to be fair, on the clock. So looking for Slumber to pull off a lurk. Knife him! No, I wanted to see the knife.
I want to see a little bit of trigger discipline, but it's fine. At least he's able to get away with 2, and that's all going to matter. Eagle missing a lot of shots. Jara is the final man left alive. Has a recon, Hunter's Fury, a lot of utility. Plenty of utilities to try and rely on. Nice plant coming through, but the planter will be tagged, but it's fine. Recon dart's going to be out soon as well to try and get the sights onto him. Interesting. I don't know what kind of recon dart was that.
What's what I mean?
Okay. And now look at this. 2 men alive. One guy's right in heaven, and good spam from Moonlight.
GG.
A little glimpse is going to be enough.
Third map, Heaven.
Be
Third map, Heaven. Khumbu go pico.
How? Drop it like it's what? Yeah.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's.
But yeah, another map on the board for Khumbu Esports, and they're looking really dominant and good overall. 2 maps back to back, a dominating lead. And it seems like, as I mentioned, the champions are truly being forged from the side of Nepal region. They're looking to secure their spot in the grand finals of the VCC.
GG. Good game. Both sides. Scoreline pretty much the same.
To go through the final map and the final lifeline for Maruti to make
2 in a row. About 1 map jite bhane jityo.
Yeah, and at this point, Maruti Peak, I think what they're really lacking.
You dekhera how prepared do you think they are against India against Sana?
And hope that they get to take a learning experience from this, because we see glimpses of potential in every single round. Right? They have that little bit of synchronization as well, but what they really seem to lack is that extra bit of adaptability.
Because they are not really facing a structured team.
Better teams, so
you can't really judge a team
like
until
lacking that again. Like when you see the
both the sides are very structured. अनि मात्रै जज गर्न सकिन्छ.
7-7 with the pistol and the anti-eco win, and when you've got
Levy's Nepali, yes.
I'm not sure about the operator. Clover
Cheaper pick.
having a map that he would very much like to forget. Bottom fragging when he was able to get the jet of his choice. It's not like I'm saying the jet needs to tough frag, but it became more of the mark that it never seemed like he found his groove or his confidence, and that's going to affect the entire team because they're expecting the aggressive player to
Fine map the Nopugla.
Yeah, now CA, I mean, this map now being taken care of.
I Singapore server harder than Mumbai. There are more skilled players there.
The upcoming pick is going to be of Khumbu Esports, so I don't know what to expect from Maruti, man. It's
Game ko sound increase re. Isto loud sa yaar.
Sights, and well, I'm pretty sure it's going to be really hard for Maruti Peak to activate.
अहिले चाहिँ न यिनीहरूले गीत बजाइदियो फेरि कपिराइट खायो अब मेरो स्वर र गीत सुन अब मेन VCC मै हेर्नुपर्छ गाइस VLR मा इन्डियन पासपोर्ट भएर होला लेट्स सी अभी कुछ नहीं पता चलेगा भाई लोग कुछ भी पता नहीं चलेगा कोंडाले चाहिँ यो गेम ध्वस्तै हाने तर खै यो मलाई ग्राफ मन परेन MVP कम्प्यारिजन यस्तो नि के हो स्ट्याट्स छ भन्दैमा जे पनि देखाइदिने हावा ACS पनि के ACS is the worst thing to see a stat here. The worst. Guys, don't forget to like the stream. Our goal is to reach 500 likes so that we can push towards every Nepali gamers YouTube feed so that they can come in and tune into this game and see what game is going on. Anta? So don't forget to like the stream, boys and girls. It would be really helpful. So I got the likes for you. 340, nice. Dun, 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 dun. थर्ड म्याप हेभन क्लस्टर खेल्ने कुरा छ क्लस्टर कसो सट्टा आउँछ होला स्लम्बरको सट्टा होला त्यसो भए इलेभीको सट्टा एसएनई 13-7 What are you guys even talking about? Prize pool छैन qualifiers को लागि prize pool छैन main event मा if you get first second third then you'll get prize pool I think मैले खेल्न छोडिसके I'm a full-time streamer लम्बर खेल्दैन Masters कता कहिले अहिले के भने हैन जस्तो लाग्यो I don't think so I doubt it चाँडै थाहा पाउँछ I think next month को एन्ड या यही month को end मा थाहा पाउँछ किनकि धेरै qualifiers हरु यही month मा छ We'll probably know soon यो जितेपछि क्वालिफाई हुन्छ त्यसपछि अब ग्रुपहरु बन्छ सबै कन्ट्रीजहरुको त्यसपछि थाहा पाउँछ Ansla bolan na. I can't take your question seriously. अब मेन स्टेजमा खै सिङ्गापुर खेलाउँछ कि यसपालि नर्डविलले अब फेरि मुम्बई नै खेलायो भने चाहिँ अब त्यस्तै हो पिङ डिफाई खान्छ नेपाल गेम नै चलिरहेको छ यस लिजनको गेम छैन लिजन एलिमिनेटेड अलरेडी अन्स आफ्नै कुरा गरिरहेछ देखेको छैन होला च्याट लिङ्कहरु हाल्न मिल्दैन फेरि आई मिन युट्युब च्याटमा बोट टिम नेपाली यस अन्सको के छ डिस्कर्ड नेम मेरोमा त एडेडै छैन यार पुरै च्यानल पनि छैन डिस्कॉर्ड के हो भनेको भयो होस् छोड्दिउ साउन्ड गेम सुरु नदेऊ न गाइज म अनम्युट गरिहाल्छु नि एक अकाउन्ट हैन गाइज मै हो मैले पठाएको मेसेज फोनबाट मेरो च्यानलमा गएर मेरो यही लाइभमा गएर डिस्कॉर्डको लिंक जोइन गरे हुन्थ्यो होला सजिलो हुन्थ्यो लिंक्सहरु हाल्नै मिल्दैन
Something I personally love on Haven because it allows you to be a lot more proactive. It allows you to play mind games with your opponents with respect to, for example, you can just use one fault line to get your jet in an aggressive position in a
cluster breach
play on the rotations because she can become that lurking factor. I think that's exactly what they're going to try to do right here. Setting up Asite for success. He finds Conda forces him away, and as soon as they realize that Conda is playing A, I think they know that it's only going to be a two-man setup ever. They're rarely ever going to play a jet in a 3-stack, so trying to punish him immediately by pushing it to that side.
Yeah, exactly, and you can clearly do see the attacking side, which is Khumbu Esports. Their jet's down quite low, so...
What is that cam, bro?
Yeah, they do, but still, they just do not really want to go for a lot of risk at this
I haven't
point.
the last got a map.
She's going to be dashing in the site with...
Yes, Clover is Kazi.
So...
Oh wait, no. My bad. The attacking side don't have
Zero
a
it's
cluster at the breach,
you map the garage.
Hey. Oh
my god, what was that thin? That's a rookie mistake. You're supposed to check that angle.
Back up.
Leaves it unchecked.
Flawless,
and there
okay.
you go. A little nuke
Flawless.
being found, a little cranny being found.
Pretty good at
that's how Maruti Peak are just able to peek him and instantly shut him down. Another T-Mac coming through.
Pretty good at pistols,
salt.
I see.
That's what I love. Just give me some more salt. I'm a salty man.
Man, you wouldn't do that. Maldives would have Nepal आउँछ कोही आउँदैन Maldives बाटै खेल्छ
Key errors made by Thin right there. Just gotta check that double box spot, man. You gotta check right there. It's one of the more common positions where the solo anchor might lie when he's scared about a push coming in from garage and seaside as well, because he can play that angle stuck to the garage core while still handling seaside. So gotta make sure they're not
Discord
there,
link एउटा
Kington.
च्यानलमा राख्नु पर्ने थियो यार
And I personally,
I like this camera.
And I personally love Maruti Peak's logo as well. How there's like,
I know, right? I like it too.
It's beautiful. It pretty much like defines their name as well. Now it's a
Maruti.
Yeah, that's what it's called, Maruti Peak, baby. Let's go. The turret's out in the mid. They're using the turret as cover as well. They're just kind of like trying to headshot angle that, but still. It's a 3-on-5 situation now, and it seems like Maruti Peak, they're just looking really dominant because clearly Khumbu Esports, they've been pushed on in eco, so it's going to be really hard to find any frags, but oh no. Talk about that, going to be really hard.
Once he's joined, let me know, I'll pull him to the channel.
He's able to let some flags through, or frags through. And now there you go, Spike being planted on the side, but a little too late.
Let's hope दुईटा round मात्रै नहोस् अझै round ल्याओस्
Yeah, decent money from the plant as well as one kill for Asite, but not much damage done to Khumbu.
अस्ति कसले हारे
not much damage done to Maruti. So I would say overall a win-win for both of these teams.
Brazilको टिम
I really hope that Maruti Peak now play on the
त्यो
full
त
bonus
ब्रिज हो नि त यो हेभन हो हेभनमा त्यस्तो
for
क्याम
that one buy
त्यो छैन
pseudo
ग्यारे
bonus style because it
पछाडि
does
क्याम मात्रै हो
affect
त्यो
that
क्यामेरा
momentum to a huge degree and also limits your
It
play
doesn't
style.
give
If
you any
go for a
advantage
full
or
bonus,
anything.
you can just play full
You can still be
aggression and
destroyed.
just
It is visible, doesn't
throw
give you
injection
extra vision.
shorty and light shield on silent. I love the fact that they're playing a full bonus.
दुईटै टिम नेपाली
Oh, I love it too, man. 2 rounds on the board, but now this thingy, this round over here, it's gonna matter quite a lot. This thingy is gonna matter quite a lot, CA. Okay, you need to understand. This round's gonna be important for them. They are playing for full bonus, and the chances of them winning actually this round are gonna be pretty slim. So Maruti Peak, they're also taking a lot of risk with this bonus. I do understand.
यो चाहिँ डिस्ट्रोय गर्न मिल्छ बट
Fair bit of
it gives you
odds
extra
over here.
vision,
If
yeah.
they do win this bonus round, that's
ठाउँबाट
gonna be quite
नदेख्नु
a lot
पर्ने
of
हो
economy that they are
It
going to
gives
be
you
having
more
to work
vision.
with in the future rounds. But they're
Retail
also
support,
trying to
enjoying the
scramble
game.
off of a round over here. If they
Retail
do lose
Nepali
this out,
buyer,
at least
हो.
one round will be slipped off to the attacking side. Aggression coming out of garage, and well, Cluster peeks out a kill. It's Silent who's taken down on the site, so that's a big man Cypher taken care of.
Yeah, huge frag because now they can just hard push this A side. Now with this information of Khumbu pushing in down C long, I think they're gonna try to punish him instead, because usually when you see a push down C long, you're expecting that player to be solo. There's no reason for a double push to happen, especially since they haven't seen it before. But instead, committing to the side they have info on, going for this A push, catching Kondo off, reloading. Why was he reloading?
30 seconds
Oh
left.
my god, he's so low though. Yeah, imagine reloading it. Imagine reloading while
Traffic
you're
custom
trying
भन्ने
to
साइनो
extend
लेखेको छ
site.
साइनोको
While you're
अकाउन्ट
trying to walk inside a site and create some space for
Kajile
your
name
teammates.
change
That's
गर्यो
quite
जस्तो छ।
interesting. Maybe a new strat, you know? Throw your enemies off guard. Moving it forward though, Aside. Right above him, man. Look at that. Jara is just throwing off some moves here and there. Recon tower will
What a
spawn out.
recon,
Where's
man.
the spam? There you go. The spam comes
Good
through.
recon.
Jara is shut down. And now a little bit of solo peaks coming out, not really working together.
Nice.
And a nice round to follow it through. And as I mentioned, they
Finally.
did try to play off of with a little bit of a
Finally.
bonus round, but still. It
हेलो
just didn't
अन्सर
work
के
out
छ हाल
yet.
खबर
हेलो के छ हालखबर एकदम ठिक छ नि राइट
They don't actually bind a sitter at all. You see, it goes
रमाइलो भइरहेछ त भ्यालोरेन्ट
यो
blinded for
3-0 हो त
maybe
3-0
that's all.
हुन्छ
Like,
मोस्ट
part of his
प्रोबब्ली
vision, not really fully blinded the way you want outside that.
र्याक गर्दै हो भिसी मारे ओके मेरो सेटिङ अलग्गै थियो क्या मेट मैले ब्राउजर सोर्सबाट इनपुट गराएको थियो डिस्प्ले क्याप्चर गराएको थिएन त्यही भएर इको आउँथ्यो क्या मैले डिस्कर्ड जोइन गरेँ भने त्यही भएर टाइम लाग्यो मिलाउन
Now that he's got his operator, we'll see if he's able to actually do a lot of damage. Now,
किन त आफूले
Strike back
किन
गर्छ।
नहेलेको त
the operator, because you can see they've switched up
खेल्ने
their
र अब
defaults to play with
उस्तै
the
पारा
alarm
चाहिँ
bot
सब
towards
ठिक
the
त्यत्रो
inside instead of
त्यत्रो
normal.
त्यत्रो सबैभन्दा पहिला गफ गर्दाखेरि भ्यालोरेन्टको त्यत्रो जोतेको कसले हो त मलाई सबभन्दा पहिलो फोनमा कलमा हामी डिस्कर्ड बिसीमा भ्यालोरेन्ट यो सर भ्यालोरेन्ट यस्तो हो नि सर भनेर जोतेको कसले हो अनि के खेल्ने भन्ने फेरि भन्ने पनि को फेरि
खेल्ने तर अहिले त्यो लेभलमा पुगेको छैन सोचे जस्तो
Yeah.
Like, whoa, wait, you're already here?
No, he's like,
कहाँ
no,
भयो त
he's
यता
like, he's
फेरि
like scoped in. He's
भन्ने
looking,
एउटा
like,
गर्ने
looking
एउटा
at everyone like in
अहिले
like 5
अर्कै
range, and he
मिसनमा
looks a
लागेको
little
छु
bit on the
प्लेयर
left, he's like,
क्वालिटी
Who the
बढाउने
hell is this?
अब आफै टिम बनाउने हो
बिस्तारै
Who's the best share?
अहिले अहिले त
आफै
केही
टिम
सोच छैन त्यस्तो
Just comes to breakthrough.
आफै टिम बनाउने
Hello, what's up?
बनायो भने त्यही गर्छु होला
Interesting one indeed, man.
कि त बाहिरको
कुनै
टिममा
टिम-
खेल्छु कि त
कुनै टिम कुनै टिमबाटै खेलेन हो योपालि
Again, talking
अँ
about the
खेलिन नि मैले
talking about the bonus.
break
man,
from
yeah, it seems
esports.
like it's not really working out. The bonus
Streaming
got
only, huh?
shattered.
कन्टेन्ट
So
क्रिएटर
their
वाट
dreams now, it looks like they're all going to get
त्यही
shattered.
नै हो।
dude. A nice
गदाफीको
flash
competition नै
left
छैन
hand
साउदी
follow
चाहिँ
up.
त्यही गर्न
Another
नहेलेको
line
रे
coming through from the breeze, but that's not going to be able to do anything.
कडा दियो त यार जसले दियो
They're
पनि
best to find some connections. Shock dart to follow it up. Recon drones.
एक राउन्डमा कति गेम हुन्छ एक राउन्डमा एक राउन्ड हुन्छ
How
मेट
did those two players just get taken out like that?
एक
The rest of the
म्याचमा
team
चाहिँ
did not even try to
24
follow.
राउन्ड हुन्छ एट मोस्ट
But this is huge right here. It's going to be finding a lot of frags, CA. If he keeps the anonymous nature going through,
हाय हाय
able to follow it up with a lot of frags. 3 players right here. There you go.
Who?
The first one being found
Who
is the
भन्दा
man
हाम्रो
Finn, who
दाफी
closes
सर
him out. Now
भ्यालोरेन्ट
Finn
को
looking to make some thick plays.
कसरी इन्ट्रोड्युस गर्ने
And
मैले
also trying to get a little bit more frags on the board.
म चाहिँ पिसी गेमिङको
Moonlight's
पायनियर
position pretty much is
त्यही
known.
हो
Spike plant for the defender spawn, and I absolutely love the
साइड
spike
इन्ट्रोडक्सन
plant.
थियो होला
There'll be a push coming through. Nice trade. And now it's a 1-on-2 situation. Moonlight's position is given away.
हिजोको
Gave a
म्याच
lot of
लाइभ भएन नि
steps
हैन
away, and what was
अँ
that?
भएन नि हिजो
मजा आयो नि
Didn't.
अँ त्यो यिनीहरू स्केड्युल नै बिगाऱ्यो कि इन्डियाको फाइनल्स हाल्दै हिजो अस्ति नै हुनुपर्ने थियो
त्यो सर्भर इस्यु थियो नि त म्याचै भएको थिएन कति घन्टासम्म
त्यही भएर नि
जुन रोड म्याप दिएको छ त्यो डेटमा भ्याएन नि त भन्छ नि फेरि राइटले जहाँ चाहिँ इभेन्ट गरेर दिन्छ त अफिसियल
I don't know. Connection realized if the spike plants
production हुन्छ है I mean actual event को official event
defender spawn one. And if the man is not actually in defender spawn, then he has to be either in garage or long.
Yeah, exactly.
But still Conda being a little in that scenario.
आउँछ valorant मोबाइल चाँडै आउँछ
Got really close, but yeah.
हाम्रो
Another chance being slipped by and
प्लेयर आएर
Khumbu
भन्दै
Esports pretty much
हुनुहुन्छ
just
कि यसलाई
capitalizing on
भनेर है
it. Technical breaks
तपाईं
here.
PUBG मोबाइलबाट रिटायर भएपछि जब
Also got really confused.
केही बद्दैन करियर
With
अप्सन
all the
तपाईं आइप्याडमा खेल्नु होला मेट
systems
त्यतिखेर
coming in from
अहिले तपाईं त्यतै
But
खेल्नुस्
they're like, oh, the Sova scan didn't reveal anyone. So wait, what? Where is this guy?
आउँछ
And you
आउँछ
can see
चाँडै
Conda
आउँछ होला
maybe
मोबाइलमा
running-
नि
I think his idea
यसको
was
एउटा
to
थियो नि
drop
हैन
in
सस्ता
knowledge.
भर्जन वाला
So let me
अलरेडी
try and push through.
प्रोजेक्ट सी के भनेर निकालेको थियो मैले भिडियो चाहिँ हेरेको थिएँ सुरुमा तर खै चल्यो कि चलेन के भयो मैले त थाहा पाएँ
I used
त्यसपछि
them a couple of times.
त्यही भ्यालोरिटीको ग्रुपमा देखाएको थियो होला मैले पनि कत्रो
I mean, I
भिडियो पनि
personally
थियो
don't like
जस्तै
playing surround sound.
कस्तो कार्टुन देख्ने ऊ वाला जेन्सन
Comedy
जेन्सन
थियो।
इम्प्याक्टको क्यारेक्टर वाला फिल दिइरहेको थियो
I mean,
Character,
yes,
exactly.
but I'm talking about the
पावरहरू
headphones
फेरि
which,
सेम थियो
like, there are
एबिलिटीहरू
certain
चाहिँ
headphones which are just two
हेर्दै
dimensional,
कार्टुन
left
पुरै
or right, and then there's certain headphones which tell you
मेरो त
if they're coming
कम्प्युटरमा नि
ahead,
चल्दैन
back,
यसले आइप्याडको
further,
कुरा गर्छ
left. I don't know if there's surround sound.
सही हो
No, that's not called surround
big
sound. Is like
difference.
usually surround sounds are used to watch a movie or
अरू इभेन्ट पनि त
Yeah,
छ नि
something
हैन
like
अहिले त
that.
VCC
To
बाहेक
give you a
आई मिन
little bit better
एटलिस्ट अहिले
feeling.
इभेन्ट बाहिरको
Surround
खेल्न
sound is
दिन्छ
a
नि हैन
little better
इन्डियन
feeling.
इभेन्टहरू खेल्न पाउँछ नि
what
त
you're
नेपाल
talking
टिमले
about is
हैन
pretty
अहिले
much
त
like any
पाइरहेछ
expensive
धेरै
headphones. Just
थर्ड
buy an
पार्टी
expensive headphones and you
अर्गनाइजर्सहरूले
know
नेपालमा
that
event
it's a
दिइरहेछ
good one.
दिइरहेछ स्काई स्पोर्ट्स
Yeah,
भयो मेन
basically, yeah.
अर्को ई स्पोर्ट्स क्लबको छ ठुल्ठुलो
That's
अनि
what I mean.
सान्तिनो पनि दिइरहेको हुन्छ
Again, it doesn't matter though.
टिसी को हुन्छ
Honestly,
एउटा हैन
because
अनि
that's
स्काई
because
स्पोर्ट्सको
even if that
भ्यालोरेन्टको
was-
एउटा
even
अफिसियल
if they
इभेन्ट नै
are
भइगयो
confused about where
त्यो बाहेक अरू आजकल त स्क्रिम्सहरू पनि अलिकता
all he
पपुलर छ
needs
है
to do is hold
स्क्रिम्सहरू
that
चाहिँ
slight angle
यो एउटा
to
कल्चर
cover
चाहिँ
his
इन्ट्रोड्युस
back
गरियो
from the side.
न त पहिला
The Sova
चलनै
can go
थिएन
for the full diffuse,
सिधै
and
टुर्नामेन्टमा
even
खेल्ने
if he gets taken out, the Sova
यो
comes
साइड
back
टिमहरू।
and
इभेन्ट
play for the
इभेन्टै
team.
हुँदैन
That
नेपाल
way,
इभेन्ट त
it's
अलमोस्ट नै
not
छैन है
like
अहिले पनि
Instead,
एउटा मैले देखाएको थिएँ DH को थियो
Moonlight an opportunity
Last
to
time
isolate
मैले देखेको
girls
भनेको।
and well, we saw
त्यसपछि
from
पनि भएको छ
Moonlight in the
ओताको
last
जात्रामा
match
ल्यान्ड
that
इभेन्टै भएको
he
थियो
was
अस्ति
phenomenal on the Sky. He was the
Sure.
MVP on the Sova.
त्यहाँ
and
पनि
it looks like the
कति
Hunter
price
has
pool?
not missed the
कति
beat
price
at
pool
all.
आयो?
1 लाख
Finds
थियो
that clutch and picks up the lead for
फर्स्टलाई
Khumbu
50,000
But it's
त्यसमै
time to beat
डिभाइडेड
down the hunter
1
himself.
लाखमा
ओके ओके
भ्यालोरेन्ट थियो पब्जी थियो ए पब्जी रे
Let's go. Technical
डोटा
break
2
on the
थियो
board,
अनि
ladies and
मोबाइल
gentlemen.
एजेन्ट्स थियो
It's
तीनटा
time to
गेम
hype
थियो
it up. And
त्यो once in a blue
yeah, there
moon.
you go. Finally, the technical break pretty much being taken away, and now
गाह्रो BCC नि दुईटा छ
we
के हो यो
are
वर्ष
seeing
त
them being
यसपालि
pretty much getting ready
दुईटा
for this
तीनटै
round. I
हुन्छ
do
होला
want to see how the setup's looking like over here. Pretty much
दुईटा मास्टर्सको लागि एउटा
casual
चाहिँ
one from the
च्याम्पियन्सको
side of
लास्ट
Maruti
चान्स
Peak. Nothing
क्वालिफायर
really going on much from their side, but
अनि दुईटा
on the
चाहिँ
other
स्योर
hand,
छ
can
सुनेको
see
हामी
दुईटा
Attackers
चाहिँ
सेट
are
स्योर
also
हो
pretty indecisive. They don't exactly know where to go.
दुईटा चाहिँ स्योर नै हो लास्ट चान्सको चाहिँ खै के गरी गर्छ
पहिला 33 थियो त्यही भएर यो पालि 30 स्प्लिट गरे हो क्या
Quite curious because
हैन 33000 थियो नि पहिला
the first,
यो
rounds,
प्राइस
the first few rounds they had the alarm board quite
ए त्यसैलाई नै
सुरु-
स्प्लिट गर्दैछ
seen
तर
on
राम्रै
Android,
हो
then they switched it over as
यस्तो
well.
छ
बढी खेल्न नि
पहिला
पायो।
33 एउटा मात्रै थियो अहिले 30000 एउटा सिजनको अर्को सिजनको फेरि 30000 हुन्छ क्या एन्ड इट्स पर माई नलेज यो प्राइस पुल फेरि नर्डविनले आफ्नो खल्तीबाट हाल्ने हो क्या सो बेसिकली नर्डविन बुस्ट गर्दैछ ई स्पोर्ट्स सिन यसमा प्रोडक्सन कस्ट नर्डविनको लाग्छ एभ्रिथिङ नर्डविनको लाग्छ प्राइस पुल नर्डविनको खल्तीबाट जान्छ बट दे आर क्रिएटिङ अ पाथवे जस्ट किनभने इन्डियाको पिसी सिन अथवा भ्यालोरेन्ट सिनलाई बुस्ट गर्न कसैले त अगाडिपट्टि हात हाल्नुपर्छ नि
Frag from Solid.
त्यही त
आइदर वे त्यसमा
That's
फाइदा
a
भने
scene being
हामीलाई
cut off instantly. But again,
that's great.
the
Energy
trade of
include
what?
हुन्छ
Your controller's gone now. You don't really have any smokes to play with. It's fine. The duelist on the attacker side's gone. It's okay. They have the controller available. They have the Sova there. They have the Killjoy as well to play on some post plants. So the attackers don't really need to work on anything. This is exactly what I'm saying. The controller being cut off. They just don't
आफूले
have any more
ट्विटरमा
smokes.
ट्याग गरेको थियो हो नर्डविनलाई मसँग स्क्रिनशट आएको थियो वाच पार्टी गर्न अगाडि
Sorry, going for a little
हो र
off plan for
मैले
this
गरेको
time.
थिएँ
And
मलाई
Khumbu
CA ले
Esports
अनि
able to get this
मिलाइदियो।
plant down successfully. It's a 3-on-3
आफ्नो
situation. Calls
I
it
mean
Gigabyte as well.
त्यसको
Gets
फाइनल
utilized
थिएन
as
इनिङमा र
nice one as
कसको
well.
ग्लोबल
इनिङमा जीको
Yeah,
त्यति
Chelsea
बेलै हो
has only one player on site, so they're gonna push in. But Cluster's playing mind games with them. He moved into C long before coming back into side, so they get
Audience base कति छ, stats कति छ, यिनीहरूलाई त्यो निकाल्नु थियो नि त, त्यही भएर सोध्दै थिएँ के छ कस्तो छ। खासमा क्लिन अब राम्रो छ भने क्लिन फिट दिन्थ्यो नि त उनीहरूले, क्लिन फिटको लागि फेरि अलग प्रोडक्सन एक्स्ट्रा म्यान सोर्स लाउनु पर्यो। अब होइन नम्बर धेरै आउँदैन भने किन अलग सा फेरि उ गर्नु पर्यो भनेर अनि अलग प्रोडक्सन गरेको थिएन क्या क्लिन फिटको लागि।
Yeah, indeed, man. They just don't care about this win. They're like, all right, we win this. Our goals are for way bigger things, man. We're looking out in the front. We want the future to come true, and which is the grand final playoffs of the VCC, and they're looking really close. They're already half a step there, a little bit more, one, just to get this dominating lead over Maruti Peak in the first half.
Here's game, guys. Only disastrous back and forth round देखिरहेको छु। अब यहाँ ulti हाल्छ होला, 4 वटा ulti छ।
Now they have that Killjoy lockdown as well as a Rolling Thunder to go for an aggressive execute, and I think Maruti Peak are reading into this very, very well. They've got a 4-stack going on this side. The Killjoy lockdown and the Rolling Thunder all committed to try and get in, but Konda was
Why?
stunned. I don't think so. Shut down and they can find another, and the read from Maruti Peak was absolutely brilliant.
It was a good read for sure. But yeah, 2 players being detained on the site. And Levi, I don't know why he's not going for that. Just go. Those could have been 2 free kills, and now another lifeline just given away to them. And Khumbu Esports, they're not even like, all right, they're not even trying to stay silent over here. Oh, that's such a questionable way to play this round. Khumbu Esports. A lot of questionable decisions coming through. Pretty much the lockdown not really used to perfection, and a thrifty round
from Twitch YouTube ma.
Maruti Peak. That's going to give them a lot of advantage over here.
What was that? Killjoy ulti bhakhar आइराछ, breach ulti किन हान्दिहालेको? अलि last few seconds मा कुरा भए मज्जाले भ्याउँथ्यो नि सबै।
You can see the coach, I believe, from Khumbu Esports, Notorious, calling for the timeout, being like, guys, that was a key error. There were 2 players detained. The Rolling Thunder
YouTube मा हेर्दैछ, हिन्दी कि इंग्लिश अलि सिंक छैन होला के हाम्रो फेरि लेट रियाक्सन होला।
In my opinion, the patience was not really there. They instead tried to heavy
on schema हेरेर इंग्लिश स्ट्रीम हेरेर कि हिन्दी?
We were not aware that was an eco round from Maruti Peak, and
timer sync गरौँ, timer sync गरौँ न फेरि reactions हरु early होला।
necessarily double. You're going to continuously realize that hey,
के गरेको छ डिस्प्ले क्याप्चर गरेको छ
easily go for a stack, or even if you don't realize
it, डिस्प्ले क्याप्चर म ट्विच मा हेरिरहेको छु इंग्लिश स्ट्रीम।
stun angle while the other guy is
ब्राउजर सोर्स इनपुट गरेको छ फेरि मैले पुरै सिनै पुरै सेटअप नयाँ गर्नुपर्छ के ल्याङ्ग्वेज
ए ठिकै छ
मैले सिधै डाइरेक्ट ब्राउजर सोर्स गरेको छ ताकि मसँग एक्स्ट्रा स्पेस हुन्छ क्या काम गर्नको लागि।
more upcoming regions in these slightly less experienced regions really shows.
Man, I really love their hoodies, man. Look at that. It looks sick.
केटाहरु आत्यो comes from
Esports, I mean, if you guys do win this, please make sure to send me one too. You know, I haven't really bought any merchandises in my life. If you guys do send me one, I would be really happy, man. You guys can send ones over to CA too, if he really wants one.
Yeah,
I do.
He does. Okay,
Shaz,
so
thank you for the dono. Shout out to Saz Gaming.
And,
let's go. Thank you for the dono.
Appreciate
it, my man.
A free shout out to you guys.
While Necro is selling himself, I'm gonna try to sell Maruti. Position here, Asinte going in aggressively to that space, and again, I don't really like the aggressive nature with which Clover is playing. It's a B-side execute on an eco round from Khumbu Esports. They can easily retake their cages as well as traps were set up to retake, but they give away a free peek, and now with the nano swarms as well as the aftershock available, Khumbu gets played purely post-plant.
So I got depends, huh?
Cosmic. There's a little sneaky angle left open though, and I honestly feel like the Cyber should try and hold off the sneaky angle. The Hunter's Fury is just denying them on the plant, but there you go. Thin's just sticking it. Man's pretty much just going for the stick, but there you go. Thin follows it up with 2 massive frags, and now Thin is able to get another one. And oh my god, Thin has to be the MVP who pretty much saved the day for his team. That Killjoy truly shown its potential.
He is good on Heaven. I mean, it depends how you want to play it, like, right? It's thin level Killjoy.
Don't want your Cosmic Divide to be very close to the walls, because he's just like, okay, cool.
Flank pass.
I get to just flash the actual wall and peek from the Cosmic Divide. Even though
Who
like, you
forgets
can't
which
slash
team he's
through
on?
the Cosmic Divide itself, if you keep it close to the walls, it's effectively an extension of the wall.
Keep
and
it
he's
out,
gonna
streamers
flash a
alert.
beam in,
A link in the
entry and then
description.
peek through it, and it
I'm a
also
Nepali
allowed him to
streamers
run
alert.
across garage
Oh!
rather than walk across.
What is spam under the? Arre!
Nice gravity well, but the spam takes down Moonlight. Gonda finds Thin as well, and hey, I'll tell you what, it's not about the mistakes. I always say it's about how they respond, and Maruti Peak seems to have responded really well after that last round.
Yeah, indeed. That gives them a 2-round cushion as well.
मेरो fast छ. Twitch को English stream
Khumbu
is
Esports
faster.
looking really good, but still not in this round. They're looking really shaky. They have the control available though, so they can try and isolate some angles and try and block off some vision.
Thin can play अरु एजेन्ट्सहरु पनि नि मज्जाले
They
त्यही
can try and
भएर.
play off of that for sure.
आसी त्यो राम्रो
Slowly,
डुलिस छ नि
steadily
त.
walking in forward, trying to go
Asti
for a
is a
stun on the
main
long side
duelist.
as well. And now
त्यही
this
भएर.
is where they should just start flooding in. This is not the time to walk. Your position's already given away.
म पनि
Aside.
जेट खतरा हाल्छु.
You're just
तर पनि म
supposed to run
smoke
on
खेल्छु.
in. Your Astra is supposed to smoke the heavens
त्यस्तै हो.
and the CT angles. There you
You
go.
gotta
Finally,
spoil
the
the
smoke's
team
coming
with
through.
the
Conda
spoiler
is pretty much
bros.
being blinded now. And he's going to drop on the backside. Nice
Law,
flash.
cool boy.
Follow it up. Asine's able to line one up, but there you go. They're just
Quick
lining
trades,
up
yeah.
his bodies.
Well played.
3 massive fracks, and Clover pretty much playing a really crucial role.
Wait, did they not take the operator?
ओडिन मुनलाइट हो कि कसले हो दामी हान्थ्यो त.
Sure,
काजी हो
Clover.
काजी. ऊ यो अहिले मारुति पिकमा छ. क्लोभर भन्ने.
Curious, bro.
I
Right
just don't
here.
understand.
Clover.
CA. It's like they give the stun out, and then honestly feel like that in itself is a really questionable stun. Even if you do want to stun from that spot,
अस्ति 100%.
that's really questionable. When you're
मालदिभ्सबाट खेल्दा
supposed
छ
to pretty
मुम्बईमा
much peek
त्यस्तो
out with
राम्रो
the
पिङ
flash,
आउँदैन.
and then instantly
त्यही
just
भएर.
start like dashing through on the
Problem-
site.
problematic.
Pretty much run on the site, because with that stun, you've given the intentions away that you're actually trying to rotate on the A site, and then you saw the rotation as well being pretty quick on their part. But that's a nice shot.
Good trade. With the shot
Worth
that.
it as well. A jet for the breach, especially the operator being taken down. They get garage control as a nice bonus.
ऱ्याङ्क
Oh my
गेमै हो.
God.
ल कहाँबाट कहाँ
Aggressively,
पुगिसक्यो
but
थाहा
silent
नै
and
छैन.
Clover,
अत्तो
where
पत्तो
the
छैन
bombs
यिनीहरूलाई. फेरि थ्रिफ्टी हुने हो.
confusing
थ्रिफ्टी
plays
त
and
भइ नै
now
हाल्छ. थ्रिफ्टी
just back
राउन्ड त
and forth
हुनै
between
पर्छ.
teams.
नत्र त
One
गेमै
round,
अधुरो
one team is
हुन्छ.
like, it's okay, I will make mistakes and give it to you. The other round is like, no, it's my turn now. And it's quite weird considering.
Hey
we
guys,
saw
stream-
them play
stream
so
मा
well
like हान्नु
in the
पर्यो.
first half. I feel
Last
like
map
this
हो
pressure is
सकिहाल्छ.
catching up,
यसो
and
स्ट्रिममा लाइक
it's now
ठोकिदियो.
turning into a street fight
Spike
brawl,
planted.
where they're just like, okay, I will kill you with aim, and they're just going at it with each other. But hey, I'll tell you what, the aim is pretty freaking good.
Yeah, the aim definitely is something that Hugo has been impressing me quite a lot.
कति
So
कति लाइक्स पुग्यो.
do want to see him impress me again in this
यहाँ
one.
गयो. 383 ल 400 पुऱ्याइदियो गाइस. 400 ड्याममै लाएर.
To try and rely off of.
अस्ति चाहिँ 600 पुऱ्याइदिएछ
But a
थियो
thrifty
गाइजहरुले.
round.
आज त गाह्रै
Really
भयो
much
जस्तो.
being done, and there we go. Khumbu Esports just like that, getting themselves on the board and
Hmm.
proving Maruti peak on
सिङ्गापुर
Carlos.
सजिलो छ कि
So
मुम्बई
weird
छ.
because
आफ्नो
if
मर्जी
Silent
हो.
wants to push
सजिलो
garage,
हुन पनि
then
सक्छ
why
नहुन
not
पनि
ask
सक्छ.
Clover for a guiding light, like a flash can come
कहिले
through,
टिम
get
खत्तम
some
पर्ला
support,
कहिले
get the
अपोनेन्ट
info
बवाल
as well,
पर्ला के
and
थाहा.
then he pushes through instead of just silently walking in. Like I get his name matches that style, but it's never gonna
Keeps
work out.
around
And
there,
they've taken, even if they don't expect window control to be taken, just walking into garage window when you know
50 त
garage
भइ नै
control has
हाल्छ.
been taken is a little weird. So the comms really need to be managed better from both of the teams.
ड्रोन हान्यो.
Now,
त्यो
this aggression
एग्रेसन
I
के
can
काम.
appreciate because it is the
चेक
ego,
गरिहाल्छ नि.
but the drone making sure that he doesn't get a free peek, they shut them down, and even though a city was taken low by Jaure, the backup is there from Cluster, and just like that, the floodgates have opened next to the site, gain for free.
Yeah, the side in their hands, 5
Even Nepal
HP
team,
only
yes.
available on the man. It's a 5-on-2 situation. Another one being founded
अरूले
now.
त मुभेस
So,
राम्रो किसिमको
yeah, there we go.
टुर्नामेन्ट्सहरु.
Things really
Like
looking
again.
blurry for
राम्रो पनि
Maruti
पर्न
Peak.
सक्छ नराम्रो पनि पर्न सक्छ.
And so is their run in this tournament looking pretty blurry
Ui.
as well. Nice shot from
Shot
Conda
on
with
it.
shut down pin. But oh no, they give another frag to follow it up. So Conda, the final man left alive with the Blaze Storm available in the pockets. Is he going to pull him out right now or
Owners
maybe
don't
later?
analyze the advice.
Oh, there we go.
गेम प्ले नै त्यस्तो लाग्यो होला नि त.
And Khumbu
Advice
Esports
चाहिने
now
गरी.
establishing themselves with a significant lead. Granted, that was the economy for the side of Maruti Peak, so we'll have to see if they can now push back in this final round of this first half, because yes, in Haven we do expect the attackers to have
Fasting
a
and
little
Dileo,
bit
huh?
of an advantage, especially when comms are this chaotic and the attackers are playing that breach over combo. So if they can make it a 7-5, I don't think the hope is dead just yet. Because Maruti Peak, most definitely a team capable of coming back in terms of the talent that we've seen individually. It's just that team factor, which is so far not able to show up on the
DM
map
की
with
DM
it now.
छिर्दिन्छ
What I do really like is
Sound
look at
ठीक छ नि
that
guys
aggression
अहिले
shown from Honda. He's taken seal
मेरो
of
mic
control,
को game
and
को
with the Trailblazer, oh, it couldn't jump into window. The Trailblazer, as well as again the drones committed to just getting mid information. This time I like it because it allows Konda to get into a very aggressive spot and hold down rotations while his team stacks up that A side. But they're going for a fake overall. Necro. This lockdown is quite interesting because you can see the way it's been placed. It also cuts off B side. So now with the Cosmic Divide, they're gonna go for that B side shutdown. And Konda's lurk, it's all in vain.
Oh my god. That's a huge frag in the champions. Vandal as well glowing now.
पछि
4-7
नै छोडे हामीले
is the score line, and with this round win, they will get 8 rounds in their hand. 5-on-4 situation, man advantage heavily in their hands, and Thin's lurk is going to be instrumental again. It's going to go for a crosshair discipline. No, instead he pretty much just takes him down. The trigger discipline not really there on his side of Thin. Instead, he just go for each and every single opportunity that he finds. And Jare tried to be a little tornado over there. Tried to make a little tornado. Just spin around. It was like trying to dodge the bullets. Yeah. Look at him, look at him.
That was so awkward.
No, don't hit me, bullets. I will be, what's his name? The Matrix dude. Damn it. What's his name? I forgot
Neo.
his name.
Neo.
No. I mean the actor's
8-4
name.
swap.
Keanu Reeves. I
अब
will be
पिस्टल
Keanu
राउन्ड
Reeves.
खतरा जित्छ
I
हेरे
will
गाइस
dance
मारुति
around these
पिकले
bullets in full style.
खतरा जित्छ अब यो राउन्ड
No, you're not Keanu Reeves. You're Sova. So
Oh,
it's
no.
not gonna happen.
You're Savannah Reeves.
No.
Up I go.
I refuse. I reject.
Come on, that's a good name. Savannah Reeves.
No.
पुरानै सेटअप छ हेभन खेल्दैन थियो क्या हामी अहिले
Anyways.
पनि आई थिंक ब्रिज
Here we
ब्यान
do
गरेर
have
हेभन
the gravity
खेलिरहेको
ball
छ
in the back
जबरजस्ती
sight. Nice
Wait,
one.
what?
Levi pretty much interesting. That's a
I
backside.
think Heaven
bullet
is
being
still
cut
gonna
off,
be
but
the
there's still a
first
little
man for
flow
Khumbu, I
pathway, and
guess.
that's what they're using to inflict some damage or inflict some
What is
pain.
this? What
And
is
now
going
Finn
on,
as well
bro?
is able to
How
get
is
away
Finn
with
alive
one,
for
but
so
oh
long?
no, it's just Maruti Peak doing a really good job in these pistol rounds to get these frags on the board. 2-on-3 situation, drones out as well, and the city is pretty much going to try to follow it up with the drone. So being spotted, trying to his best to get away from that spot. But that's not going to be a possible scenario. Oh no, Moonlight missing a lot of shots. This is not what you like to see. Finally able to shut him down, and now only 40 HP left in the hands. Has a recon dart available. Utilizes it instantly. Smokes out right in the face. Vision pretty much being blocked, and a nice shot from Moonlight, redeeming himself from that whiff.
Yeah. And you can see the stress on his
सासै
face,
गयो क्या
realizing
मुन
that
भाइको
he was
सास
leading
फेर्नै
the team
सकेन
but
नि त
ended up dying in the first place.
Yeah.
So hey, it doesn't matter if you whiff in the middle of the round as long as you land them headshots to find the clutch. Third time in a row, it just feels like Seaside is the home of Moonlight. Keeps finding these clutches here, but the reason I was perplexed in the middle of the round was when Levi popped that
डिमोटिभेट हुने कुरै
side
छैन
separation
यत्रो
smoke
फाइनलसम्म
between
पुगेको
the
छ
default plant as backside. I thought that smoke was for a retake, but instead they committed to staying on despite them
जितिसक्यो
losing
राउन्ड तर
So this is what I mean. I feel like
तर माइक्रोस
neither
came
team's
into
really
effect
committing
at
to
the
one
last
particular
second.
setup, which makes me feel like everyone's deciding their own individual setups. Which, yes, it's working against Maruti Peak very, very well right now, but I'm not sure if it will
फोर्स
like,
बाइ गरे
more high intense arena like the grand final playoffs. But right now, Maruti Peak, they went for the force by Necro, and I'm kind of scared about this. If they lose this round, it's all she knows. The map's surely over right then and there.
Yeah, map is indeed over. Retreating the stars in their hand. 9 HP only left. And now it's a 4-5 situation.
All on site.
Asire. Yeah, look at this. Asire as well is right there. So it's an interesting one. The guys on the site getting tacked up a little bit. Asire with the Marshall has a lot of burden on his shoulders to try and shut someone down over there.
ब्रिजको स्टन
But
इज भेरी
still, gotta
इफेक्टिभ
give props to how well Maruti Peak are able to hold on to the site.
That's a
Nice
change.
flow through, but the Bucky will pretty much shut down the final man. And there you go.
आरएसटी
Bucky with
पनि
the
यार
R&M.
आइरिस हान्नुपर्छ के
And it's just so clustered when you play everyone on site on that
यो
same
जित्यो भने
force
जित्यो
plan.
3-0
You can see how
Best of
difficult
5.
it is for them to coordinate the peaks at the
which
same
seems
time.
like it is going to happen
Large part of
now
it,
it's
though, of course,
4-10
because the
3 more
Kings
rounds
spray there through garage, picking out one player. But right here, this is what I mean. Like, either if you're all going to play on site, then I feel like you play on crossfires around defender side spawn. You don't let them enter site in the first place. Rather than playing defensive angles on the post plans, you play aggressive angles if you want to play site post plans. But if you want to play defensive angles, then I feel like you should just go C-long.
True. That. We are indeed seeing a lot of rookie mistakes, though, not gonna lie, so.
Nice lineup, though.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting one.
Clearly they hasn't easy.
I honestly thought that's gonna be some like an insane lineup because it did look really impressive.
They look
and
more
then
prepared.
that happens and it's just like, okay, buddy.
Tap!
There you go. Final man takes
GG! Khatam! Ho gaya! Bye bye!
Esports, they're just having a huge dominating lead. 11 rounds on the board for them. One more round will bring them to a match point and also really, really close to securing that spot in the grand final.
Maruti Peak is a team that is formed by friends. I don't think they are looking to compete full time.
Because this is the grand finals.
So it's just a bunch of friends reaching final is a big thing.
It is.
They should be proud of that.
Maruti Peak, they're not necessarily players that we've seen continuously be dominant, or it's not like the Nepal region has been one of the top regions. It is an upcoming region and they're trying their best. But the pressure factor you can see is a big deal. It's not just about the aim or the discipline even, it's about how you cope up with your mental in these high pressure scenarios, and they just don't seem to have the ability to be able to do that, and they're crumbling under that pressure.
Yeah, no, you beautifully mentioned it's like in no way or form or anything. It really does come down to the experience, and it seems like over here Khumbu Esports just has a little bit more of that, and you can see Maruti Peak, there's just like crumbling down under a lot of pressure, and that's why these kind of frags are given away. Maruti Peak now only one less man left alive, and there we go. The final man is well being taken down. Match point of the series of the best of 5 in the grand finals to secure their spot in the grand final playoffs of the VCCCA.
It also does seem like Khumbu Esports has leveled up with the name change. W Gaming coming in. They're the first organization that has a 6-man roster and has used it properly, in the sense that they're changing the player between the maps. I love that. I think I'm a big fan of that because it throws in a spanner into any team preparing against you. You're just confused, like, wait, is Cluster going to play this map? Is Slumber going to play? And if either of them plays, who's going to play what? It just makes it that much more harder, And I think that's the biggest strength of a 6-man roster. With organizations that can take more VLT, we haven't really seen them
keeping the opponent guessing about the comp.
I'll appreciate Khumbu for that 100%. I love the fact
that only comes when you get to play a lot.
There are definitely some of those things that need to be taken from these teams. I mean, each and every single team that has their own like unique abilities that they're really good at executing. And Khumbu as well, somewhere down the line, they do have theirs too. They have a lot of potential for sure, but we just want to see how they're going to be able to perform in the grand final playoffs. One more round needed to secure their win. And somewhere down the line, Maruti Peak now, they're going to be starting to sweat quite a lot. You can clearly see the paranoia set in as well, because they're just being really indecisive with what to do. The Marshall in the close range, trying to find some skull connections, but a nice alarm bot that also kind of just distracting him from his goal. Rolling Thunder's available, but a nice shot from Conda. What's going on? He's single-handedly shutting them down one after the other.
And he has continuously been that consistent player for Khumbu Esports. Conda performing on every single map, may it be on the Jet or the Reyna. But unfortunately, it's quite impossible to single-handedly pull it back. So with this, he do get the round win.
Oh, that shot.
Team to step up to that mark now. Asite does shut down the ball side.
He's only
down though by all of Maruti Peak. I really just hope they don't live up to the name and peak one by one.
Oh my god. And there's just like trying to do the strafe peeks at the corner. A few players on the right side, missing on another shot. And it's like Asite is just, oh, that's a great shot. Sit down, Conda. You're trying to hunt them down. That's not going to be today. Not anymore, but oh my god, what's going on, Asite?
They're just having fun.
What was that? What about Maruti Peak pretty much knows. Maruti Peak knows. It's just done for them, so they're just trying to have fun now, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like Pugo be like, okay, I'm not Pugo, I'm Pogo now, so I'm gonna pretend I'm on a Pogo stick. Just Pogo stick, jump around like bunny hop.
Yeah, just trying to. Oh, dude, this was a great shot. Look at them, missed a lot of shots.
He wasn't even shooting at first. He started shooting. Okay. I can appreciate fun. Fair enough. Kind of questionable, but still, fun is fun, I guess.
नेपाली फुटबल टिम
Yeah, fun
राम्रो
is
छ
fun.
अहिले
But yeah, you gotta give props to Maruti Peak as well, man. First two maps are pretty close. Decently close, I would say. So props should be given, man. And in that in itself, they also 2-0'd their opponents in the semifinals. So again, that's another thing that should be given props on. So hearts in the chat for Maruti Peak for making out this long in the VCC. And I feel like they deserve each and every single piece of respect. But Khumbu Esports over here just proving them unparalleled. Khumbu Esports just has a little bit of more skill, a little bit of more, I would say, just everything. They're just better today. They're just looking good today.
Oh, that Blade Storm being expended as well. It looks like the time is up for the side of Maruti.
Spike down mid.
Suzuki coming over to take over real quick as Khumbu Esports, they're looking for the win. Chauri does pull one back, make it a 2v2. But
take flight.
With Honda stuck in a link, his teammates separated from him. It's gonna really come down to Honda to find some sort of insane frag right here. Sinte is moving in on Chauri.
In style.
Finishes it off in
La,
spectacular
GG.
style with Moonlight finding the 4K.
Expected.
And just like that,
GGWP.
attained for Khumbu Esports.
That is it for
pretty much a
Nepal
flawless win.
qualifiers.
3
Khumbu
maps
will be
back-to-back won by
representing
them.
Nepal once again.
And yeah, Khumbu Esports just having a lot much more experience, man. You can clearly do see, even though this matchup they did not really crumble under pressure, they did not crack under a lot of pressure, still able to keep that calm mindset in the games. But still, the fans of Maruti Peak do not be disappointed. They will have another chance in the wild card.
मजा आयो होला
Pretty
हेर्नु
much
सबैलाई.
2 slots from the wild card will be chosen over in the grand finals. The top 2 teams in the
him
wild card
singing?
will be there.
I thought he was just saying, let's go, well played team and stuff like that, but then he started, kind of looked like he started singing.
Might as well, man. Just try and celebrate the victory, dude.
Get some dance going.
Yeah.
Feel yourself. You drop it like it's hot. Drop it.
Okay, CA. All right, CA. CA as well as seen.
ल GGWP guys. रमाइलो भयो 500 लाख पुगेन केही छैन. I stay 20 kills. गाह्रै थियो ह्याभेन त अलि म्यापै त्यस्तो छ. भुटान छैन गाइज, यही हो फाइनल, सकिसक्यो. भुटानको टिम छैन, नामको लागि मात्रै भुटान छ त्यहाँ. कस्तो लाग्यो guys match? Are you impressed with what Khumbu is doing? Do you think they can be contenders in VCC this time? Yes or no ma jawab dinu hola. Do you think they can compete against the big dogs that will be coming, which will be Enigma, VLT huncha, Exploit, there's Exili from Bangladesh, there's Union Gaming from Sri Lanka. Maruti will go wildcard. Wildcard बाट दुईटा टिम अझै आउँछ, most probably Indian teams नै हुन्छ, which can be G, which can be God Particles. So, फेरि सोध्छु, do these guys have potential? Are you impressed? And do you think they will give a good fight or even win against those top teams? Yes or no मा फेरि भनिदिनु होला. हेरौँ न जनता कतिको इम्प्रेस छ के छैन. इफ केहीको बोइजहरू हेर्दैछन् भने यसो फिडब्याक ल्याऊ, फिडब्याक लिनुपर्छ. फिडब्याक लिन जानेन भने कहीँ पुगिन्न होइन. म कोच गरेर के हुन्न गाइस, म कोच गर्नु मन छैन अहिले. पोल नराख्ने मलाई जवाब क्विक जवाब छ. खै त यस नो लेख्दैन गाइजहरु पोल त बनाउँदिन म 632 votes अघिको पोलमा votes त्यति हुन्छ जस्तो likes हुन सक्दैन कस्तो यार yes good sign ठीक छ majority believe in the team that's good ठिकै हो अब आई थिंक वाइल्ड कार्ड चाँडै हुन्छ एकचोटि रोड म्याप हेरौँ के रहेछ विशेष नट बिन कहिले के कति बजे कहिले हुने हो सो आज यो सक्यो 8 फेब आज हैन सक्यो फाइनल्स डन वाइल्ड कार्ड विल बिगिन फ्रम 10th यसमा सबैको रनर अप्सहरु हुन्छ सो एकदम खतराहरू टिमहरु हुन्छ यसमा चाहिँ वाइल्ड कार्डमा हेरौँ यहाँ दिएको छ ग्लोबल esports हुन्छ सल्ट esports हुन्छ मिसाइल एन्ड फ्रेन्ड्स बङ्गलादेशको क्र्याश ल्यान्डिङ अन यु लास्ट टाइमको विनर्स श्रीलङ्काको यसपालि रनर अप छन् अनि त्यसपछि गड पार्टिकल छ क्वालिफायर 2 मा अब नेपाल भुटानबाट मारुति पिक आउँछ यो मध्ये दुईटा टिम अझै जानेवाला छ माई assumption इज आई थिंक जी नै हुन्छ एउटा अर्को चाहिँ गड पार्टिकल्स नै हुन्छ जस्तो आई डोन्ट थिंक सल्ट is quite at that level right now. So these two big dogs are gonna come as well. And then the playoffs will be played, which will be from 18th of Feb. Double elimination huncha. Yo चाहिँ 10 दिन पछि छ. So 18th is Friday, next Friday. Yo Friday हैन next Friday. खेल्छ हल्का म रोड म्याप सबैलाई बुझाइदिइरहेको छु जसले बुझेको छैन हैन सो क्युरियोसिटी जस अब VCC पनि हेर्नु पर्यो VCC बेला झन् बढी जनता बटुल्नु पर्छ सो प्लेअफ्सको छैन कि ब्र्याकेटहरु दिएको छैन आई डोन्ट थिंक सो अहिले लिक्विडपिडिया VCC VCC को पेज Wikipedia VCC and Conquest Championship yes the last year go यार 2022 को खै यार it's Stage 1 main event ल खुम्बु आइसक्यो यहाँ नाम आइसक्यो वाइल्ड कार्डबाट दुईटा आउँछ ग्रुप्सहरु आई एम नट श्योर यो सेम छ बट इफ दिस इज इट भेलोसिटी एन्ड एक्सप्लोइट छ ग्रुपमा खुम्बुको अर्को ग्रुपमा एनिग्मा एक्सिली युनियन फर्स्ट अब वाइल्ड कार्डको विनर यसमा जान्छ कि यसमा जान्छ त्यो चाहिँ डिसाइड भएको छ कि छैन सो यो डबल एलिमिनेसन ब्र्याकेट हुन्छ के अरे ग्रुपमा खेल्यो अनि प्लेअफ्समा जाए विनर अफ ग्रुप ए रनर अफ ग्रुप बी ओके लास्ट टाइम जस्तै होला ओपनिङ म्याचहरु हुन्छ एउटा टिमको त्यसो विनर खेल्छ अनि एउटा लोअर ब्र्याकेटमा हारेको टिमहरु खेल्छ एकअर्कासँग अनि त्यसबाट एउटा एलिमिनेट हुन्छ अर्को जान्छ अनि विनर म्याचको लुजरसँग डिसाइडर म्याच हुन्छ सो that's how it's gonna go Kizakazi nice try केही छैन well played GG VCC बाट सिधै VCT हैन गाइस म रोड म्याप बुझाउँदैछु सबैलाई एकछिन दिल पकड़ के बैठ जाओ और देखते हैं है त सो that's यो भयो VCC को प्लेअफ्स जुन 18th देखि सुरु हुन्छ है त दिस विल स्टार्ट एट 18th डबल एलिमिनेसन यो भयो ग्रुप स्टेज अनि त्यसपछि जुन फाइनल्स हुन्छ त्यो 25th देखि सुरु हुन्छ ओके यो ग्रुप सकेपछि यो प्लेअफ्स हुन्छ सो ग्रुपको विनर्स एन्ड रनर अप्सहरु दे विल फाइट इन अ डबल एलिमिनेसन ब्र्याकेट अनि ग्रान्ड फाइनल्स पुग्छ त्यसपछि द विनर्स विल गेट यति पैसा हैन अनि दुईटा टप टिम फाइनलिस्ट एन्ड द रनर अप will then move to APAC Challengers. Now that comes the main valorant challengers को एकदम VCT जुन भन्छौं नि हामी यो challengers यहाँ चाहिँ टिमहरु आउने यो challengers मा चाहिँ जित्यो भने चाहिँ त्यसमा जाने हो मास्टर्स मा जुन कि अहिले डिसाइड भएको छैन कहाँ हुन्छ भनेर यो चाहिँ ल्यान इभेन्ट हुन्छ सो यो यहाँ पुग्नको लागि you will have to fight with a lot of teams. This time धेरै छ Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia and Singapore challengers. Malaysia Singapore लाई सँगै राखेको छ Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand. यिनीहरुको challengers हुन्छ अब I think यो 10th कि 11th देखि नै सुरु हुन्छ है त्यसपछि Thailand, Philippines यिनीहरुको दुई तीनटा छ के अरे तीनटा स्लट छ यिनीहरुको तीनटा challengers हुन्छ त्यसबाट विनर आउने होला त्यसपछि हङकङ एन्ड ताइवानको पनि छ दुईटा स्लट अनि VCC को दुईटा अनि भियतनाम आई थिंक भियतनाम नै हो यो भियतनामै हो ओहो कति धेरै टिम हेर त गाइस जति धेरै टिम त्यति धेरै स्लट पाउने हो भियतनाम तीनटा अनि VOT व्हाट इज VOT यो चाहिँ ओसेनिया यसपाली अस्ट्रेलिया न्युजिल्यान्ड ओसेनिया एरियालाई पनि जोइन गरेको छ So Oceania will be joining as well this time. And Oceania ko team I think order is Babal team. Babalai huncha hola. Yinharule khelnai paएन last year at all. So one team will be coming from Oceania. यो यति धेरै टिम 1 2 3 4 5 20 वटा टिम हुन्छ यो चाहिँ APAC qualifiers मा यसमा only 2 teams the finalists and the runner up they will be getting VCT points as well circuit points which is helpful to get into the last tournament that happens champions जुन अस्ति भएको थियो बर्लिनमा जसमा एसेन्टले जितेको थियो this is where the points come into play यहीबाट points कमाएर when you get the most points from a region you get direct invitation to it कि त त्यो हुनुपर्छ कि त क्वालिफायर्स खेल्नुपर्छ so it is very important this stage यो गरेपछि you can play a LAN event of Valorant official Riot event यस्तो छ रोड म्याप यो चाहिँ मास्टर्स 1 को लागि which will happen tentative date दिएको छ January February March April मा April 15th so we're still around 2 months from it त्यही हो यो छ हाम्रो road map for the Riots tournament so it's a long way I hope this clears out a lot of doubts that people have about this tournaments haru के कसरी जाने के खेल्ने डाइरेक्ट इन्भिटेसन हो के हो भनेर यो जित्ने बित्तिकै मास्टर्स खेल्न पाउने हो कि कतिले भन्दै थिए सो इट्स अ लङ वे क्वालिफायर्स जित्ने VCC जित्ने अनि त्यसपछि APAC क्वालिफायर्स जित्ने त्यसपछि तीनटा जितेपछि you will get to play in Masters 420 good time math भन्दा गाह्रो हो बुझेन के Weren't you nervous when playing your first international tour? I don't think so. The only time I get nervous is in a clutch situation. त्यो सब काप्छ क्लच गरिसकेपछि काप्छ एक्चुअली त्यस्तो बेला नर्भस हुन्छ प्लेयर्सहरु मेरो पनि त्यही हो आफ्टर अ क्लच हुन्छ आफ्टर शक जस्तो मास्टर्समा यसपालि कतिवटा टिम हेर यहीँ छ EMEबाट 3टा आउँछ कोरियाबाट एउटा आउँछ NA च्यालेन्जर्सबाट 2टा आउँछ एप्याकबाट 2टा आउँछ ब्राजिलबाट एउटा लतामबाट एउटा SA भनेको साउथ अमेरिका लताम के हो Latin America wait they're getting an extra slot this time छुट्टै नाममा यो चाहिँ अलि बुझेन मैले साउथ अमेरिका को पर्छ अरू साउथ अमेरिका ल्याटिन अमेरिका एउटै हुनुपर्ने जस्तो लाग्यो अनि जापानबाट एउटा छ जापान एउटा कोरिया एउटा एप्याक 2टा EME 3टा NA 2टा EME भने युरो है ब्राजिल Does anyone know this? Sushant, are you still here? Do you have any clue on this? So Brazil को छुट्टै भयो अनि यो छुट्टै भयो अनि SA challengers मा चाहिँ Brazil को players can also participate in it. This is very interesting. EME is a big region. Big ass region. 3 slots is not enough. त्यही भएर 1 slot Brazil one. So basically यो दुईटैको अब क्वालिफाई नभएकोहरूले यो पनि खेल्न पाए and they still have a chance to qualify in the qualify for this and make it to Masters. There's not much info here. Okay, that makes sense. Feel Korea was hard done with only 1 slot. I mean, you can't blame them. धेरै गर्नै सकेन. Maybe this time they'll prove it. जहिले एउटा हार्ड टिमसँग पर्छ अनि कोरिया फल्स शर्ट. समडे नेपाली मास्टर पुग्छ पुग्ला कुनै दिन. एसए नि युज छ त अब 3टा स्लट पाइरा. त्यस्तो प्लेयर बेस पनि त हेर्नु पर्यो नि त प्लेयर बेस कतिको छ टिम्सहरु कतिको छ त्यसमा पनि भर पर्छ नि त. सबभन्दा कम्प्लिकेटेड त तर एप्याककै छ जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई. EME को बरु सिम्पल छ होला. कति टिम्स त इन्भाइटेड हुन्छ. CIS हुन्छ टर्की हुन्छ यु ओपन भयो. त्यो 4 वटा हुन्छ 3टा I mean EU को 2टा whole of Europe then Turkey gets 1 and there's CIS which is Russia Ukraine unaru. रमाइलो हुन्छ होला यसपालि. बिग पनि पुगेछ G2 पनि छ गिल्ड पनि छ. It's the last champions बाट invited. कोरियन टिमले जितेको थियो एप्याक अस्ति. एप्याक थिएन उनीहरुको डाइरेक्ट स्लट हुन्छ. लास्ट चान्स क्वालिफायरमा चाहिँ थियो बट दे डिडन्ट मेक इट. फुल सेन्सले जितेको थियो थाइल्यान्डको टिमले. सबै इन्भाइटेड छ. There you go guys. I hope that makes sense to everyone. Above we will do the next watch party for wildcard herom. Wildcard को final चाहिँ गर्छु गरे भने हैन. The wildcard को games might be very interesting how it goes. I don't know कसरी गर्छ I don't know. डबल एलिमिनेसन हुन्छ कि सिंगल नै हुन्छ डबल गर्नुपर्छ होला This is playoffs, grand finals. Very good, sir. ल guys, आजको लागि यति watch party मै थाकियो अझै म्याप हेर्न पाए हुन्थ्यो रमाइलो हुन्थ्यो unfortunately not. See you on 10th February. ल पर्सि अब कति likes पुग्यो 427. Not bad, not bad. I like it, I like it. Any reason differ with GG and I don't know how can they be so sad at land like during the final they look so good and online hits different. Comfort space हुन्छ त्यही भन्छ नि पुरानो सेयिङ त हो नि अनलाइन हिरो भनेर अनलाइन लास्टै छुट्ने ल्यान्डमा आएर फेल खाने पनि लास्टै त्यो हुन्छ जम्न र्याङ्क्ड नखेल्ने हिजो पनि गरेर दुईटा हारिहाल्यो भ्यालोरेन्ट नखेल्ने गाइज अब म F1 खेल्छु अब गाडी चलाउने स्ट्रिममा नखेल्ने र्याङ्क्ड मेरो अकाउन्ट खेल्दैन बरु क्यारी भइहाल्छ बधाई छ खालिद खलासी चाहिन्छ F1 चलाउनु मेरो पिट क्रू बन्ने हो ल म खेल्न मन लाग्यो भने पछि फेरि स्ट्रिम गर्छु डोन्ट वरी अहिले चाहिँ यो स्ट्रिम यही एन्ड गर्छु सो द्याट स्ट्याट सेभ हुन्छ सो आई क्यान सेन्ड इट टु नटविन एज वेल watch hours सबै त्यो गर्नुपर्छ क्या playbacks and all त्यही भएर I don't want to combine this my gameplay as well in it. ल guys, take care. Thank you for dropping by. Hope you enjoyed. रमाइलो गेम थियो हेर्न मजा भयो. It's good to see. And we will see you on 12th maybe. ए watch party चाहिँ खेल्न चाहिँ आइहाल्छु म आज कुन डे हो र ट्युसडे हैन भोलि आइहाल्छु म 013 सोवा लिएर रे को यु आयो भने म आउँछु गाइस पछि ल टेक केयर सी यु बाइ बाइ